Hello, Lannis. Thank you so much for the attendance. 99 streams? How many doses of knitting are we doing? Did I spell something wrong in the title? Is that what you're telling me right now? You're listening to Will Wood and you go live? No way. Oh my god. I've been summoned. My hair and call me child. Me or This is dose knitting. Oh. Well, I can't change that now. Well, rip, I guess. Turtle, thank you so much for the attendance. Real. I'm on tour right now. Sammy, thank you so much for the attendance. How was writing stream? Writing stream was good. I got stuff done, so that was kind of like the point. Welcome to the storm. I wonder, welcome to my table, bring your hunger. Oh my god, no way. Wait, Alanis, is it your birthday tomorrow? Is it the- okay, wait, is your birthday the 23rd or the 24th? Okay, so tomorrow. Whoa. Wait, that's awesome. Hello, lovely. Thank you so much for your attendance. How you doing? This is true. Remember me. Remember me. Remember me. Remember me. Get my wolf haircut. Oh, wait, that's awesome. I love that. Bonbon, thank you so much for the attendance. I asked. Remember me. Sing. My hair's curly. Apparently, I've been told this. You can get a wolf cut with curly hair. It's just done differently. I think it has to be longer too, because you can't get like the really, really short pieces at the top, because then your hair just like kind of like, you know, scrunches up. I think you have to do it longer. Yeah, I think the way you had to do it is you had to either commit to straightening the top part, or you make it so that the layers are just longer, essentially. What? Yeah, because how much it shrinks. Yeah, exactly. See, okay, for real, I'm being so for real. If I had straight hair, I would get a jellyfish haircut. I think that's how my hair would be. That one I'm not sure would translate very well with curly hair. I'm not surprised. Yeah, the jellyfish haircut is really cool. I like it a lot. Oh my god, Ed, hello! How you doing? Guys, did the ad end? I think the ad ended. It's very anime. I don't think I would get it as extreme as a lot of people do. Dude, there was actually a person in my- Hi, Vortex! There was a person in my high school, when I was going to high school 10 years ago, that had a- You know what? They had curly hair, now that I'm thinking about it. They had a curly hair jellyfish haircut. But, like, it obviously wasn't called that. It was just- they were just wacky and weird and cut their own hair, you know? They're great, but not terrible. I have 3 essays. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Feel free to work on your essays. I would not be offended if you did not chat, you know? Oh, that too? Real. They had it before it was cool. Okay, honestly, this person is actually the epitome of, like, does the cool thing before it's cool. Hello, Max. Thank you so much for the attendance. Like, this person, like, I man, I admired this person like so much just because they were like everything I wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like I was like, wow, you're like so punk and cool and you know such cool things. I was not friends with them. I talked to them occasionally. Cut my hair like it's so long now. Fair. I need to cut my hair too. You want me to go bald? Dude. Sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I think about the fact that, yeah, that would be a lot easier. I remember mine in high school was so long ago, I take 10 damage. Dude, potatoes, you have no idea. Every time I get reminded that I've been graduated for a decade, I lose my mind. I've been bald before. I don't care, you know? Did they have tattoos? Real. This is super real. Desire. Oh, but God, I don't. Oh. They're from like when I was like in grade 8. I shaved my hair for cause for cancer. I'm too young for my bald era. Again, I did it when I was in grade 8, you know? Research economic resources in Canada. Oh, good luck. I did the ad played. The ad played. The ad played. I'm just talking to you guys. Ooh. What's grade 8? So I was 12. Yeah, I was 12 when I did that. So whatever year, yeah, 12. I was 12 years old. That was like 20 years ago. Okay, not exactly 20, but like, you know. Maybe somebody's gonna think they have, tinnitus. Oh no. Oh no. It was not 20 years ago, guys. It wasn't 20 years ago. He's in grade 8, 13. Yeah, but I was born in December. So. Yeah. Yeah. So when I did it, I was 12. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. No, I was younger than that. Because I did it before I went into middle school. So I guess I did it when I was 6. So I would have been 11 or 10. Yeah, because I remember I did it before the first day. Like the beginning of me in middle school, I was bald. My hair, because when I was letting her do my hair, she messed up and I had to shave my head. I looked like, no. No, that's fair. Bloody hell, mate. One day I'll understand other countries' school systems. That's fair. Canada's are like is really weird because we have the British system kind of mixed in with the American system. So surely you join VC so I can bully you. Yeah, I can join VC. It doesn't really matter, to be fair. The point is that I was quite young. We raised a lot of money though. It was me and 3 of my friends. And we raised more money than the school did. Isn't even comparable to any of them. Oh.
What you liked?
Vortex!
Small.
I'm not sure about that one. I think maybe you are.
What do you mean?
I think you are. I put on the captions. I think maybe you're small.
You're the Gatino.
No. You're Gatino.
Nope.
Yeah.
Says who?
Me.
No.
Yes.
I miss Lucy.
Oh my god. Why can't we all be Gatino? Guys, I actually hold on. Let me go to the Diddy cam. I saw
a. Is already Gatino.
No. I saw a great TikTok the other day of Selbit and Royer, and I was like, wow, I miss these two so much. No, Turtle! Turtle had to get up early for a doctor's appointment that didn't happen. I went on a walk today. It was lovely. It's starting to get cold, though. I have to start wearing, like, the thermal layers and stuff. Oh, okay. Thanks for the lurk. Carpet Queen, thanks so much for the attendance. Welcome in. So, like I said in the title, I have 50 rows left, but I think it's going to go pretty well. Mostly because, like, after these 2 rows, it's like, it's really, there's not a lot of yarn, so I won't have to untangle my yarn, like, every, like, 3 seconds. So I think it's gonna go quite fast. I'm very excited. Definitely understand. I definitely know what rows mean. So basically, you know how I'm like knitting like across these needles and then I switch and then I knit across the needles again. So that's what a row is. So basically just from this side all the way across. Yeah. Yeah. So I have 50 of those left in the pattern. Oh my god, it's like Zelda music.
No way.
No way.
Almost like it is.
Oh my god. I would add a new ball of yarn to my blanket yesterday and it feels so nice. Ooh. Oh my god, it's tangled again, and I don't have that much left. Oh, it's tangled. I don't want to untangle it because I don't have much left, but I have to because I can't knit. It's too tangled. No. Isn't that a point to spend them all on fishing? Dude, I feel like everyone in this chat is in the same boat as you. Okay.
I would never do that.
Spend all your points on fishing? Surely. Surely not. Wanted to learn to knit because I wanted to make a replica of a Papa Army's hat. 26 years old, died of cancer.
I love gambling.
I love gambling. I don't know who
Fuck.
what Papa is, but learn how to knit. That sounds awesome. Like, it's really, I honestly, like, it's not that hard to learn how to knit. There's so many tutorials online from different people that, like, if one is, like, not making sense to you, you can switch to the other. There's so many. Getting the materials is super easy. Like, most thrift stores have all the materials that you need. Like, you can get, like, needles and stuff for, like, 25 cents, like, or cheaper, or whatever. You can get yarn from the dollar store, just to, like, learn. You just have to sit down and do it. Oh, okay. Okay, I was thinking it was a character. I mean, yeah, do it. Oh, can either say it correctly or... Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to try and translate that word. Oh my god, everything is so tangled. Fine. I'll actually untangle this. I'm like trying to do it like in like the lazy way, and it's like not letting me. Whatever.
Don't be
Actually, like,
lazy.
actually, I have to do it the not lazy way. This sucks. Need a shower, but I don't wanna. Go shower. Cease being stinky.
You stink.
Cease that. No longer
Don't
be
be
stinky.
stinky.
Fish. Briggs! Oh my god! Thank you so much for the sub! Hey yo! Yo, 3 months! Thank you so much! How are you doing, man?
Are you stinky?
Am I stinky? I don't think so. I've been here for longer? Yeah,
think
but
you're
like sub for 3
lying.
months. I don't think I am. Are you stinky?
Nope.
So many channel points. Uh-oh. Hello. I'm trying to untangle. Ooh! Bricks! Thank you so much for the bits! Oh my god, 200! Okay, I'm sitting up straight. It's like really tangled. Random Ducks, thank you so much for the attendance. How you doing? Surely you get good fish. Okay, you got a pike. What are you gonna get with this one? Yesterday we had like a bunch of legendaries. Some of the clothes for the wedding next October. Nice! What kind of clothing? For our presentation in school. Oh, what do you have to present? I just surprised myself going to because I realized it's like 40% is tank tops. That's crazy. It's almost like you live in a really hot environment. I would have never imagined. Feels special every time I get fish. It is kind of the idea. Oh my god, this is like really tangled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, usually I'm able to just like pull each string out individually and it's fine, but this one is like, no. Let me be a mess about it, actually. Oh my god.
What?
It is Vortex, yes. My sub ends in 2 hours. Oh no! But I internship I did. Ooh, nice, okay. What are we talking about? That's in a bow tie along with a pair of matching socks. Ooh, matching socks. Could use my
You're making
prime
fun of
truck.
me.
Oh, are they talking about? Oh, it's the cat. Okay, I understand what they're talking about. Gonna go somewhere else to get a
I
pair
don't know
of
what you're
dress
talking
pants.
about.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Whoa. Whoa. Flirting is happening in my chat. That's crazy. Some gel pens, and I don't know how these work. You take the cap off and then you write with them. What do you mean?
You gay people. Am I right?
Real. I can't believe it. I can't believe they're flirting in my chat.
Ultralight is homophobic.
No, I'm just like romancophobic, actually.
True.
Do my channel points so that I can actually use them for something fun? Yup, do it. Says the harem haver. You know what's crazy? I didn't make that. Everyone else around me just thought it would be funny. I just exist here. They have a group chat together that I am not a part of. Like, that's a real thing. That's a real thing that they have. They have a group chat together. Like, not a, like, a haha bit. The polycule has a group chat where one of the people are not in there. It's real.
Skill issue.
I know. I don't even know what they talk about in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, that the group chat exists.
What group chat?
The group chat with Ninjor, Chai, and Bunny, which is my, yeah, my quote-unquote harem. But they have a group chat together. It's called Ultir's Angels. So many group chats, it's insane. What? Tallulah! Don't usually flirt Ultir Lights chat. Well.
Ultralight.
Yes.
Stinky.
Dude, this being so tangled is very frustrating right now because I'm literally 2 rows away from, like, none of these colors even being attached to me anymore. Ugh!
Oh my god.
This sucks. It's just become untangled.
Ultralight, I have an idea.
What?
Just cut it all.
No, I need it. I can't do that. I need it.
I'll be back. I want tea.
Where is Twister? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I might have actually gotten this part. Okay, it might be enough to just do this, which is good. Never mind, I lied, because I didn't untangle the one black part that I actually did need to untangle. God dang it. Okay. Oh. I saw a drinking water treatment plant today. I did like a tour. Ooh, that's fun. How was that? Ooh, I just realized a bunch of channel point stuff is turned off because I turned it off yesterday. Whoops. It's back on. Drinking plant water? No. It was cool. I didn't really know much about the process, but it's quite interesting who all works, how it all works, and just how much care is put in. Oh yeah, dude. I could imagine. Like, I mean, it's one of like, you know, it's drinking water. Sit on the floor while on call with my friends, but I was on call for like hours, and oh my god, my back is hurting. Oh no. Yeah, I used to do that. Even like sitting in this chair for like a while. Okay, I can do that in a second. Alright, Duolingo. Do your Portuguese. I can do that. Surely I'm able to do this lesson, no problems. You ever get on the spot and forget how to speak one of your native languages? That's so real, dude. It's recoming and all of my Spanish left my body. Oh, no. They clean the water of every to the 8th, as well they talked about the research about doing breakdown and organic compounds. That's really, really cool. I've been to a water treatment plant before. So yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. Okay. Vestidos. I don't think that's right.
Roupa,
Oh, it's roupa.
bolso, bolso, do, jeans,
Jeans.
bolso.
Bolso.
Eles precisam de roupa.
Eh. Research going terribly. Eating food instead. That's super real. Boatswain? Now. And le precisam de roupa. They need clothes. Roupa. Nim, thank you so much for the attendance. Bolsa. Do. I don't know what this is. Bricks, thank you so much for the attendance. What? My one was in a couple of different shows and was used pretty often. Oh, cool.
Bolso,
Bolso.
Do.
carteira,
Carteira.
Roupa.
Roupa.
Casaco com bolsos grandes.
Un casaco com bolsas grandes.
roupa,
Roupa.
dele,
Dele.
delas,
dele,
Dele.
delas, garrafa,
Garrafa. This is Duolingo. Let's go. Hello, next.
ela gosta de calças com bolsos. Ela gosta, gosto, gosta.
Elas compram uma jaqueta.
Elas compram uma jaqueta. I don't know.
Compram.
Buy. Okay. They buy a jacket. Nós temos casacos.
As calças têm bolsos.
As calças têm bolsas. The pants have pockets. This is epic.
O menino compra um cachorro. Compra. Cobra. Compra.
Uma cachorro. Ela precisa de casaco.
Ele usa calça jeans.
Ela uma calça jeans. He wears jeans. Twisters, thank you so much for the attendance. How are you doing? They have a coat.
Eles
têm
têm
jaqueta.
jaquetas.
Casaco. What? Laura buys a jean jacket. Laura compra casaco jeans. I do not buy salad.
Não. Compro
salada.
salada.
I have a jacket. Tenho casaco. Oh my god. What? Why does it sometimes want me to write? Okay.
Eu não
whatever.
gosto de jeans.
Gosto. Sometimes. They have a coat.
Eles têm casaco.
Casaco. Miles, thank you so much for the attendance. Tem uma jaqueta. Oh my god. Jaqueta. I don't know, but I'm tired of that. Oh, that's all good. You're fine. Oh my god. We did it. We did it. This is epic. Yippee! Lily is lying on me. I forget who Lily is. Cat. I understand. I assumed it was a cat or dog, but I wasn't sure which. This is wonderful. Love this for the cat. This sucks, guys, because I'm literally so close to being done this. And it has to all be tangled. Of course. I've been going on most my go home. I suppose anyone knows how to restore a touchpad back to normal. Is it like a drawing tablet? Before dinner, I'll be back later. Okay. Have fun. On my head. Unfortunately, the laptop. Oh, okay. I mean, usually they have, like, a factory reset button. If that's what you mean. But obviously you're gonna lose all your stuff if you do that. Oh my god. So afraid, and if there's not, have decided to leave your house and home unhaunted. You don't need poltergeists for
Would you like
sidekicks. Yes, hello.
you to Gatino?
You're a Gatino. I think I've untangled it enough.
Nope.
Yeah, in theory. So excited tomorrow. I'm gonna reach 1 and 2 months of you've told me this like a couple days ago. I said I was very proud of you. That's very excellent.
I gotta wait for my tea.
Oh.
You like
Yes.
you smaller?
I don't think so. What if I'm actually like so much taller than you are? What if I'm actually just so large?
Nope.
What would you do then?
I'd beat you up.
I don't know about that one.
Nope. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. I think I have, so I have 10-ish rows before the end of the window, and then we just have like this black space up there. That's why I'm like so like excited to like get through this, because it's like, oh, I can like, there's a bunch of yarn that I no longer have to have attached to me. This is gonna be epic. Beats and you don't. Oh, also for the Magnus Protocol people, I finally finished the Magnus Protocol. Like the first season. Wild ending. I was kind of spoiled of it because, you know, I was still like on Tumblr when it ended. But like, it still was kind of like a nuts ending. It's just, man, I am so excited to see where they go with the rest of this. I also have tea. It's probably actually warm because I didn't make it this morning. I made it right before stream. It is. It is still warm. This is excellent. I was giving my players a playlist subscription, yours, in exchange for inspiration, and they cracked it in 23 minutes. Because they set the one first by accident. That's awesome. Congratulations to them. I no longer can see the playlist. It deleted itself. I don't know why it did that. At least I couldn't see it on my walk home. So like, I don't know. Maybe Spotify glitched, but you know. You don't have to make me a contributor. It just got deleted. Oh, did you make it private? Is that why? That would make sense. Yeah, it's private, that's why. I understand. I just want to see the playlist. I want to see everyone's playlist because I like playlists. I like having playlists, but, you know. Yes, I do. I do. I won't add any music. I'll just sit there. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Oh, whoops. Did I mess up? No. Really not. No. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And then... Oh, wait. I did F up. Never mind. Did F up. So when will Mischief and Cakebird tell me what music they like? I wish to finish their playlist too. This is fair. I mean, I could take a pretty good guess if you want my guess. Sure, okay. So, I know that, like, Cakebird likes bands like Good Kid. So I would say, like, a few, like, indie rock type things. So, like, Good Kid, is one of them. I'm trying to think of, like, the stuff that they play, like, on... Oh, shoot, what's that guy's name? Like, Alec Montgomery, I think his name is. We went to his concert, so I really should know what his name is, but that's super awkward for me. Yeah. I know Mischief likes Mother Mother. Ricky Montgomery, thank you, that guy. Mischief likes Mother Mother, but that's not, like, the entirety of their music taste. I'm trying to think what they play on their streams. Shoot. No, Mischief really likes Cat. Yeah. Hopefully that will give you an idea of, like, how to get started with their playlist. I don't know. Until you can, ask them yourself. My place. In your cave. Animal. Gonna make you a collaborator for Chais. Oh, excellent. Excellent. I'm so excited to see these playlists. Was an invention for villains, pails, and pest control. And your films are great and all, but I still get bare necessities. Hakuna Matata to say la vis. A Sarah, what a crock of me. Big block for a chimpanzee. I need to get more gray. Don't want to. Socrates. His child is done? Yes, excellent, excellent. When humans and want to, like, confuse me to try to connect. Until frustration take me, wish my teeth were sharp as yours. We move our garage doors, these carnivores will no more lose my heart. Be crazy, how they words well Jane made up to me. See, they just need more friendship like yours. To gather round Pandora's Skinner's box, they knew the one made me. In shades of grey, the colors are much clearer. You brought a friend in me. Go and make more enemies. My eyes face forward now. Soon you'll see my point of view. Abby, you with me in my office, in my pocket. Almost down. Shout out to Will Wood for making 3 separate songs about rats in the album, in the new album. Shout out to Will Wood for being the most bass person ever. Dear Socrates, it's lonely out here, Socrates. When I get to the middle of this, I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. Because now we can basically see the entire window. Ugh. Okay, so obviously that's the back. Ugh. There we go. It looks like a window! Yippee! It does like move, like it like kind of like curves in, but it's okay. I'll just like have to stretch it out, but it looks like a window! Yippee! Like I assumed that it would, just because like, you know, it is, you know, it's just a bunch of squares like stacked on top of each other. Windows are a very recognizable shape, but you know, it's good that it does. It'd be super awkward if it didn't. You know? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da.
Delight.
That doesn't me.
Mal.
How are you doing?
Tired.
That's fair. What type of tea did you get?
Your mama.
What the F, bro? I'm making conversation with you. What type of tea did you get?
Your dada.
No! Incorrect. Fine. You won't get to know what type of tea I have then. Sucks to suck.
Drinking green tea.
Huh? Oh, it's green tea. Ew.
Your mom is you.
What? What? I can't believe it. I can't believe you'd say that. I'm gonna go tell her. I'm telling.
Do it then.
I'm telling.
You won't.
I'm telling.
You won't.
I'm gonna call my mom at work, at her job that she is working currently. I'm gonna be like, Mother, my friend said that you're ew.
Aw.
Can you believe it? It's gonna be crazy. This red string is still attached and it doesn't need to be. I do not know why it is.
Oops.
Oh boy. We're gonna be able to get the string out of here? I do not know. Okay, we're good. Okay, okay, there we go. Done. Hunter, hello!
No,
How dare you be better at editing than me? I'm honestly so offended, slash s. What? Oh, that's sarcastic. I understand. That's crazy. How are you doing, Hunter? How you doing? I'm trying to finish, this today. I'm doing pretty good. Went for a walk today, did some sock knitting, finished a podcast I was listening to, and now I'm here. It'd be like that. Next! Hello. We're back. Oh, I will check the ebs. So hold on a sec, let me start this row. Back from the void. Welcome. Welcome back from the void. Shoot. That's kind of scary. I've never heard of them. Heard of who? What did I say?
why would you say that? All you liked?
Ooh. It's in chat. Oh. Oh, I understand. Ultralight? I understand. I'm understanding. I'm understanding. Hello, Rose. Doing pretty good. Just a knitting. To do the top ribbing part of my mittens I'm making. Nice. Rose, thank you so much for the attendance.
I'm gonna take your mittens.
No, don't do that. They've been working so hard on them. We'll be right back. Oh no. Oh my god, I think after this row I get to like take out so many of the yarn. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's like, oh my god. This is epic. Okay, so I have to keep the brown, but I don't have to take the, okay. I'll do it one at a time. Okay, so I have to keep the gray, but not the black.
What you liked?
Yes.
Did you look at the M's?
I did. Is it the cat? With the
Nope.
big that it's like in like night vision?
No, I sent you something new.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did something new. It's true. That's a crazy picture. Okay, okay. Oh my god. You could like hear like you swallowing. It sounds like a cartoon character. Excellent. Going very well for me. Yes, Nim.
Autism.
I'm going bull your non-autistic brain. Okay. God. It still sounds like a cartoon character. It sounds like someone is like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. You mean to tell me the person who made the Mr. Spider edit yesterday is the same person who made the TMA Underworld edit? That's
Who?
crazy. There's like a Mr. Spider edit that we watched yesterday. That's like if you watch the
I'm kidding.
What? What? You literally did. You literally did. I have proof.
No, I'm gonna delete the VOD.
What? What are they feeding them? I don't know if I've seen the TMA Underworld edit. Or at least I can't recall it. But that kind of makes sense. That, you know, no longer you. Oh, okay. I think I... Yes. I have seen this, actually. That kind of makes sense, though. Like, I mean, like... You know, if this person's just like, I really like Epic the Musical and also the Magnus Archives, then it's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense why they would be able to do both, you know? Thank you for the lurk, Ed. Becoming easier and easier to knit by the stitch. This is epic. The result of doing everything's connected. Everything's connected.
No, it isn't.
What do you mean? Surely everything is connected.
The fuck?
In good news, okay.
You ads.
There is ads. True.
Blame you.
Why do you blame me?
You're the streamer.
Submitted a job application for a place in town. Nice. I hope you get the job. I have to start looking for jobs. I don't wanna.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually start working like a 9-to-5 job again. I'm actually so upset.
The responsible adult.
I know. It sucks, dude. I just wanna play video games on the internet.
I just want to play Minecraft. I sent you something.
I want my job to be Twitch. That would be super cool. We can clear out my overdress because I leave for my volunteer thing in February.
What is this
Ooh.
ad? What the fuck is this?
I don't know, dude. Ads on Twitch are weird.
This girl's like stripping.
What? What is the ad for?
Levi's.
Oh, of course.
I sent you something.
Okay, I will look at this in a second. I'm rapidly tangling yarn now. Survive on bourbon, blood, and backward glances. The ad getting funnier?
I know the video.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
God, it's Willwood.
No.
Oh, no. Oh my god, no wonder it's all tangled. There's like actually a knot in here. Not great.
Your fault.
It probably is, honestly.
I'm gonna take your yarn.
Oh, don't do that. I need it. I need it to knit. I need it to do that thing that I do on Twitch.
But Minecraft.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna play Minecraft eventually.
We should play Hypixel Bed Wars.
I'm not really great at it, and I don't find it that fun. Like, I could. I haven't opened up vanilla Minecraft in forever, though. It might, like, die. Big Dipper, hello! How you doing? Welcome in.
What?
You do that whistle thing, and it's very funny. You did great, that's awesome. we are untangling yarn so that I can
So
continue
you can do
knitting.
your job.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I'm trying my best. It's going okay. The untangling is going okay. It's getting simpler, for sure. Oh, wow.
What do you like? You're so smelly.
What? That can't possibly be true. I took a shower. I am clean.
Nope.
Maybe you're smelly. I'm back from the BS. Welcome back. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. What is in 9 days from now? Oh, Epic the Musical. Nice. Very excited. I will be
Halloween.
doing a watch party in the Discord for people who want to join. The cover art is gorgeous. It really is. I have had, I think, 5 or 6 separate people send me the cover art for it.
Do you know it's in 9 days?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Pretty excited. I'm doing a 8-hour stream. Not that that seems
24
very
hours
special
stream?
now. What? Sorry?
24-hour stream?
No, not 24 hours. 8 hour.
24-hour?
No.
Why?
The time I will do a 24-hour stream is if I ever get partner.
I'll do one right now.
My first partner stream will be 24 hours. I'll have like this whole thing planned out where I'll have like, we'll watch my first ever streams, we'll watch some highlights, we'll knit, we'll play games. It'll be a whole thing. If it ever happens, you know? There's a good possibility that it won't. The 6 hours and 35 minutes till they hit Apollo song. Oh, I didn't realize he was releasing a new song. Hey, that's awesome.
Yui.
What's the new song? Wait, is it the... No, it can't be that song, because I listened to that one. What is the song? On his Insta story. Ah. I don't follow him on Instagram, so I wouldn't know. Is the song called 6 Seconds? Like, charge reblog.old tier becoming partner. I mean, that would be really cool. But, you know. It is a very, very hard thing to accomplish. Oh, I think I effed up. Okay, actually, I haven't effed up yet. Yeah, it's called 6 Seconds. Oh, okay. Interesting. Apology Frog, thank you so much for the attendance. How you doing? Okay, Art and Omega Demento ARG. I literally just found out what. Oh, wait, Art? Art? Where? Send? Yes. Alanis, I would like to see Art. Yes. Since our screenshot of the story. Okay, I'll go check it out in a second. This untangling is going wonderful. Malevolent? What's going on with Malevolent? Am I at a horror podcast? I am well. Wait. Wait, did you just start listening to Malevolent? Oh my god. talk to me about Malevolent. It's altered my brain cast free. Yeah, it has. One of the best podcasts of all time. Let's talk about it. I love Malevolent. I have cosplayed a character from Malevolent, but depending on what episode you're on, depends on if I let you know what the character is. What episode are you on?
The fuck?
Episode 12? Okay, you have not met the character yet, so, L moment. You get the wait.
What is that?
What is what?
I'm blind. Fuck. You, who are you?
Oh, okay, I see how it is. Oh my god.
Who are you?
I am Miss Skibbity Toilet.
No. Incorrect.
Nope, I'm
Wow.
correct, as always.
No. Sorry, I'm trying to find the end of this gray. There we go, found it.
You messed up on the line.
I did not. Oh
You
no!
did.
I forgot to plug my camera in.
I told you.
It's okay. I'll fix it in a second. Listen to more today. I fear I will
Okay, did
physically
that
become a
help you?
hermit crab, so I make myself not do that. No, honestly, Apology Frog, it is a podcast that is worth listening to slowly. One, because a lot is going on a lot of the time. Don't worry, guys. I'll fix the camera in a second. A lot is going on a lot of the time, and also he only releases one episode per month. And so when you catch up, you're just in agony. Because you're like, oh, I just have to wait a month.
Meow 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 meow.
Lucy, you're small.
Dude, what the fuck is this shit?
Didn't listen to 12 parts in a week. Nope. Dude. Apology Frog. When I was listening to Malevolent the first time around, I was working 8 hours a day, washing boats. And so, I literally was listening to like 8 episodes a day.
I hate Lucy.
That's what I think about my fellas. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Malevolent. I love Malevolent. I cannot wait until you meet the character that I actually cosplayed. That would make some episodes fun. Yeah, a little bit. Honestly, I think the funniest thing I ever had happen was I was listening to a podcast that read like SCP stuff, and I listened to like a fully soundscaped, like really well voice acted version of you don't recognize the bodies in the water. That one was scary. Because I could not tell if the water sounds were from around me or in the podcast. That one was not fun. Okay, I'm gonna plug in my computer or my phone.
Loop.
All.
What slur did you just call me?
Hopefully it will turn on.
609.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, it's turning on.
It's so hot.
No, you.
What? No.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, we're good. We have the camera again. Today, the doorbell at my work went off at the exact time as, you know, when Arthur touches a body. Yeah, that happened, and I almost lost it. Dude, there's a knocking sound in, I think, a Magnus Archives episode that always gets me. And I always think it's someone knocking. I have listened to this podcast like 4 times. It's not you.
What the skibbity?
Dude, you did that sound effect really on time with the music, and that was something.
My foot hurts, and it's all your fault.
Who's right? Thank you so much for the attendance.
Cortex.
You, it's Lucy.
It's a sound effect thing.
Oh, you're right. I was taking a nap on the bus, actually.
Lucy, guess what?
What?
Guess.
Chicken butt.
No. I love you.
Yeah. I love you more.
You guys are gross.
I'll tell you, why are you homophobic?
I'm very so homophobic, I'll tell you.
No, I'm like romancophobic, actually.
Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
Listen, I show back up. That is oh my god. Guys, look. The strings are no longer tangled.
Oh boy, if only I could
What
live.
is this?
The strings! This is amazing.
Oh.
I have to go now. Bye-bye. I'll rejoin when I'm home. You guys are still here.
Okay, bye. Have fun.
I hate you, Ultralight. I love you,
Oh,
Vortex.
okay.
I love you more.
Roger Teller
Nope,
Pantry in my ear. Thank you, but congratulations on your untangling. Thank you. Thank you, Potato. I appreciate that. We're about to be able to zoom through these rows now. This could be awesome.
Need to learn it.
How many rows of the window do I have left? I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rows in the window itself. Do the second duo of the day. Let's go. Struggling? Oh. I'm sorry. You're learning French, right?
Gross.
Feel like that. There was a point in time where I was doing Duolingo in French as well, just to like keep up my French. And then I was like, ugh, this is a lot to keep up with the Portuguese as well. Something I gave up for a while. I'm trying to remember how to do stuff when I learned about the Go. Oh my god, real. Like, the only reason why I even have a streak in Duolingo right now is because I made it a channel point redeem. Otherwise, although I feel like I really need to make it so that there's like an hour a day where like I like really like learn Portuguese. I feel like I learn better when I actually like do stuff in like these big chunks, you know? I was in French immersion for 13 years and now I know nothing but grammar. Oh, dude. I'm like the opposite. Like, I don't know like any of the grammar, but I can speak it.
Dyslexic?
Maybe, but it's probably mostly because I never really.
Issue.
I'm
kidding.
Honestly, it probably is dyslexic because like I never really wrote anything in French. Like I had a scribe and stuff, so yeah, it probably was. I varies people over other regional Frenches. Oh. Yeah, it's weird because we were like, oh, that shouldn't have been cut off. Uh-oh. We were learning, so like I live in Canada, right? So like in technicality, we were learning Quebecois French, but proper French is like France French, so we were kind of learning a mix of both. So it's kind of weird. Completely forgot how to tie up my hair, and I've been trying until I gave up and asked my mother for help. Oh my god. Just like a million flavors of French. I learned a secret fourth flavor of Canadian French.
That's not branch.
What? No, for real. Oh my god, Alanis, like, oh, okay, this happened a while ago, but obviously, I used to have, hello, Mischief, thank you so much for the attendance. I used to have long hair when I was in high school, right? And so I'd always have it up in a ponytail. And so when I was working out and stuff, whenever I had to do, like, sit-ups or anything like that, where I had to lie down, it would, like, I would hit my ponytail. So I'd always, like, flip my ponytail up and then hold onto the base of it so that it, you know, I wasn't, like, hitting my head, right? And then, like, years after I cut my hair short, randomly, I did that, like, that motion to, like, push my ponytail out of the way, and I hadn't done that in years. I hadn't had long hair in years, and I was like, why the F did I do that? It was so weird. Muscle memory is super weird sometimes. Oh, fish. This is the third time that fish has been caught today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are fishing. True.
No, I'm fishing.
What? Cakebird has sent me a game that's like a fishing game that's like for people in a VC. So you're like, the idea is that like you're in like a little chat room together or whatever, but you're also fishing. And we're both waiting for it to go on sale so that we can just play it on stream and have like, oh my god, it's Karma! Awesome. So that we can like just have like a revamp of like Rock Bottom VC. I was talking about this the other day actually, but I'm very excited for it. It'd be really fun. If we ever did that, we would make it so that there was cheap fish for you guys too.
You give me all the fish.
I don't know about that. To buy plastic shelves. I don't want to buy plastic. Oh, I'm sorry. Alans, you're gonna get a free fish tomorrow.
Look.
My dear. But I'm impatient.
Skill issue.
Well, you're gonna get a free fish tomorrow. Did I have to wait? Yeah. Have you tried being born earlier? Like 10-ish something hours? Yeah, about there. Well, it's an early stream tomorrow, so, you know. I have to buy my fridge. No! Actually, oh, guys. The people who make Slay the Princess, they're doing a live stream tomorrow, which for me is going to be at 10 a.m., which is when I usually stream on Wednesdays. And so I'm kind of like, what do I do here? I might turn desktop sounds off and then watch it while I'm streaming tomorrow. No, I would just like, yeah. You guys just won't be hearing like when the stuff goes off. No, I think I will stream, but I will also be watching that. See, I don't know what they're gonna do, and they're probably not gonna stream for that long. I don't know. They might be streaming spoilers, so I might not want to watch that. But then on Thursday, guys, the game comes out on Thursday. I'm so excited. That's what we're doing on Thursday for sure. I could do that. Bulk. But I don't know how. Okay, so like here's the thing, right? Is it like I don't know exactly what's new, and I know there's like a bunch of like new things. There's also been like added like animation since the last time I played and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just kind of like, okay, do I play all of the game again? I don't know. I'm gonna stop by and say hello because I'll be playing with my friend of mine to help her feel better with some horror games. Excellent. Have fun, lovely. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be like kind of like a chat plays Slay the Princess. I'll let you guys choose. Because that will probably bring up some dialogue and stuff that I haven't seen yet. Because it won't be like me doing stuff. I think that'd be fun. Right now, but I'm being patient so she'll get home safely.
Jesus Christ.
For her that she's going through right now. That's super fair. I'm glad that you're going to be making her feel better. What's going on, Vortex?
On Discord.
What? What? What happened?
Your mic glitched and scared me.
Oh.
Popped.
Read something for a class and it's only a paragraph or two, but I don't know how to write it. I'm so screwed. It's due tonight. Okay, so it's only a paragraph. What do you, what class? What do you have to write a paragraph about? Let me help you out.
Let me help.
Yeah, we can help. Both of us. I'm out of the shower. Welcome. Yearbook. I gotta write based on some interviews I did. Okay, so it's just like, so you did an interview and you just kind of have to write what they said in the interview kind of idea? My hairs are so wet. But kind of, but add more fluff to it and some info. Okay, well, what I would start with is just writing, like, not making it fancy, not necessarily making it easy to read, or, like, fun to read. Just write the exact facts, like, even if you do it in bullet points. And then, after you do that, make the sentences more interesting. So those bullet points make them more interesting. And then, around that, you know, add some fluff stuff. So you kind of write it in a, like, not in, like, straightforward kind of way, but it will probably make it, the structure a little bit easier. My birthday's next Saturday. Yo! Let's go. Excited. Don't say that! I don't want to know your age. I'm excited it's your birthday, though.
I'm gonna say my age in chat.
You're fine.
Oh.
Guys, does anyone else just randomly feel their pulse through their whole body and like at different times of different sports? I mean, I have had it when I've done running where I will like just feel my pulse, but you know, their secret age is 39. Could you imagine if I actually was 39? Could you imagine if I looked like this at 39? Winning. Do something a bit fun the day before since they'll be in the city. Nice. Like, wanting to make it very clear that I don't think that aging is a bad thing. You know, like, I think people should be allowed to get wrinkles and age and look their age.
Nope.
I don't think it's like, you know, like you're uglier or whatever. But like, you gotta admit, if I look like this at 39, like, that would be crazy. That would be some crazy genetics.
True.
So what if I took a class in Ireland? Like, go to Ireland and take classes there? That kind of thing? Okay, I should do my writing. Okay, have fun next. Having a body is normal. Exactly. Exactly. Do you remember the Birds on the Wire cipher people were doing in the ARG? Yes. Hello, Puff. Thanks so much for the attendance. Okay, so I was bored and decided to check it out, and it's actually low-key kind of cool. Ooh. I think I've heard of the Birds on the Wire cipher, but I wouldn't know how to, like, solve it. No, like, did, like, a 2-week exchange thing that, that count as 3 credits. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, you would go to Ireland and you would take classes. I mean, like, if you want to do that, that sounds really cool. Like, if you have that opportunity to do that and you can, like, go, then, like, yeah, I would. Yes, but also no? Okay. Much to consider. Like, that's a really cool opportunity, you know? Ooh. Get down. So at work, and one of the bar regulars' birthdays. You want to know what the bartender did? Yes. To be fair, it will be England, Scotland, Ireland mixed. I mean, it doesn't, like, really matter where you're going. Like, the fact that you would be able to travel for 2 weeks is, like, just a really cool opportunity in general. Just on my dream playlist, POV, you're about to make the best OC animatic in your head ever. Real. Wait, that's awesome. Is that on YouTube or Spotify? I want to judge the music on that playlist. YouTube? Okay, hold up. I'm about to judge this playlist. Is the like profile picture of it like these 2 guys that look like they're about to kiss? Tap 2 birthday candles to one of the beers and lit them. That's kind of fun. Is Will Wood in it? Yeah, no way. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's like, kiss me, son of God, Brutus, rule number 4, I love you like an alcoholic. Yes, Sarah is human, so don't be one. Masochism Tango, End of the World, Willard. There's two Willwoods. I'm gonna win and come little children. That's a wild playlist. That's like the vibes, that's such random vibes. Wow. That's a crazy playlist. I mean, it's just on YouTube. Usually these people have them on Spotify as well. Hold on. They don't have a Spotify playlist. Usually these people will also have like a Spotify playlist. But this one doesn't. This one has a YouTube playlist so that you can like shuffle the music around, but it's not the same. You're all awesome, FYI. Try You're Awesome. You didn't know I was gonna send you a horror video because I was expecting seriousness and unsurprisingly he wasn't. That's so real. With my friend, so see you next stream. Bye-bye, lovely! Have fun playing horror games. Oh, Puff, thank you so much for the bits! I only have another 400 points, my phone is at 25%, and I only have an hour into work. Oh no! Make Adam's design more medieval and Husband Hotel. I mean, why? I mean, that wouldn't really match, like, literally any of the other characters if he was very medieval. I think that all the characters kind of look like they're part of the same thing.
Nope.
Oh my god, guys, that's a bingo. Guys, that's one of the bingo things. Guys, it's one of the bingo things.
Wait, what? You're the Gatino.
Nib made a bingo, and see, I'm trying to, and like, I think, yeah, I think that's the only one that's happened today. I need to make an actual bingo. There actually is like a bingo thing on Twitch where you can add a bunch of stuff and then it randomizes the card for each person so that like not everyone gets a bingo because everyone has the same card kind of thing. Which I think it's cool. It just says mischief plus chai equals plant tonic. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Vortex and Lucy were arguably gay. That's true. That's another one.
No.
It's true. It happened.
Nope.
We do a Cultier bingo stream. No, it wouldn't be something like that. It would be like, so like basically it's something that's like on the stream itself. It's like a, oh my god, I'm trying to remember what the word is. An extension. It's an extension that you put in and then like everyone has a bingo and it's like the same stuff, but it like randomizes where the stuff is on the card. Quite funny. Thank you. Oh, you're right. Podcasts were mentioned. But you can also add like a bunch. You can make it so that there's like 2 bingo cards full so that it's like really randomized. I'll figure it out. Hate streaming, it's like genuinely. Why? They're not giving you bullets. And I actually love doing bingo so much as people thought it was stupid for liking it. It was balling for real. It's pretty funny. Oh, what happened there? Ah. Maybe the bots hate you too. Just saying. You know, you ever considered?
I think everyone hates you.
What? Wouldn't surprise me. Today, about evaporate. Good boy, Anna save me, Anna hear me. Whoops. Anna save me, Anna hear me. Anna. Angel. Oh my god, talking about podcasts, I was thinking I'm going through it, like, why does it take so long for new episodes? Because he takes a month! It just be like that. The best stitch to start a beanie on. Like, between knit and purl? I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter. Because the back of a knit is a purl, and the front of a purl is a knit.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Like 40 minutes.
Give me a pattern. So there's a website called Ravelry. And you can filter it so that it only gives you beanies and free patterns, and then you just follow that pattern. Wait, you give me a pattern? I don't have a pattern. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how many stitches to cast on. I don't know. Hello, Alex. Okay. Thank you so much for the attendance. To say a knit or purl in a random order, and I'm gonna do that. Okay, knit, I guess. I'm not really sure what you're doing. What's the song about? Who knows, man? To do with all knitting, or you could look up a pattern on Ravelry. I don't know why you wouldn't, because do you know how many stitches you're supposed to cast on? Oh shoot. There you go. Is Ravelry is #1 advertiser? I don't even think they make money. I'm gonna be real. You can count these days, real. Merlin, thank you so much for the attendance. Sure you can't read them? I mean, you learn by reading them. That's not to sponsor you. They don't make money. It's like, it's 2 people who run that website. Two people run that website. And Jared 19. Okay, like I don't know how to help you then. I need I learned how to read patterns by reading them and then looking up stuff when I didn't understand what they said. So like if I'm reading a pattern and it says K2, I was like, what does K2 mean in knitting? And it would be like, it means knit 2, and I was like, okay. And then I would do that for the entire pattern, and then you learn how to read patterns. Just realized I'm always the happiest whenever I'm thinking of ways to traumatize the OCs. Sounds boring, but I'll get in it and hope for the best. Okay. Have fun. I mean, like, I can't help you then. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I genuinely, I really don't understand what you mean when you say, what's the best starting stitch for a beanie? Like, I don't know what that means. Alex, by the way, I saw your message. And the answer is, don't know. Don't know. If I have the time, oh, well, get that effing cherry blossom iced tea out of song out of my head. I don't know what song you're talking about either. Man. Big update for today only. I'm less sad, less dead, and hyper with the power of sun. I feel like my heart will explode. Alex, this is wonderful news. Did we go on a mental health walk? Didn't know a lot today. No, for real. Apparently I just don't know F all. If I put a screenshot of my writing in the Discord, can someone read it and let me know if it is good? If you put it in, like, the book club one, I'm sure someone will do that. No. Okay, well. I don't like walks. Well. 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 Can't relate. Really, really cannot relate. I've been put on some meds and mechs were fast on me. Doc said I could go in the first 3 weeks. Oh! Make a new Tumblr to put my writing on? Do it! That sounds fun. Does Tumblr scrape for AI bots? I don't know what that means. Do you mean, do they kick AI bots off Tumblr? Because I'm gonna go with no, considering that, they can't even, you know, do any, like, they can't even, you know, take porn bots off of their stuff, so no. If you're asking, does Tumblr, you know, have an AI that it's feeding into? No. 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 Tumblr is, like, the most broken website. They can't even have a functioning search button. There's no way that anyone is thinking, oh yeah, we'll use Tumblr for AI. No. I can barely breathe in a walkside bag. Oh. If they do, they do know for real. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't. I feel like that'd be something that, like, people would say on Tumblr if it started doing that. I don't know. What's your dilemma, Mischief? And they all together, but we never seem to breathe. One desperate hope is that my friend pushed out a plea. My playwriting class has a guest coming in. Okay. This is cool. But we read their play. Okay. And he sucks so bad. Okay. What's the dilemma? I don't understand the dilemma. I have to be a good student when I just want to rip their play to shreds. Well, I mean, what do you have to do? So, like, I'm assuming this playwriting person's coming in and doing, like, a talk. And then people are gonna ask questions and then they're, like, gonna leave, right? Okay. I have to be nice. You don't have to talk about their play. You don't have to talk to them at all. I'm confused as to what the dilemma is. For real. Like, actually for real. I gotta try updating my laptop and hopefully the mouse is back. Oh, have fun, Nim. It'll be back, but I busted it for a minute. They may have to have a participation grade, but like, okay, so like, I don't know what class Mischief is in, but generally in a writing class, when you have a guest, what will happen is you're in a room, the guest will come in, they will talk about their play or their other works, or they'll talk about how they got published, or they'll talk about whatever. And then students will ask questions. Not everyone is going to ask a question. You just have to be present. You just have to also be there. And so it's, you have to talk to them though. Class participation is graded. Okay. And I have to ask questions. And ask questions. I was literally hoping to ask 3 questions. Okay, then just ask questions. Especially if you think it's bad. That's like the best learning opportunity because it obviously got published. And they're, I guess, at a college now. So if you think it's bad, then like those are the questions that you have to ask, right? So like whatever it is. So let's say you say that you think that the characters are really flat. Then you can say something like, hey, like I would love to know what your inspiration or how you write your characters. And then if they, because like you don't have to follow that advice, you're just asking questions. I don't like their play, okay. You don't have to take any of their advice, you just have to do class. Write down the questions beforehand. And just read them exactly. And then when they answer the question, don't follow up. This is just school. Like, I never read anything in school that I liked. Actually, that's not true. I liked Beowulf. Beowulf was really cool, but obviously we weren't going to be talking to the author of Beowulf because we don't even know who effing wrote it. But like, this is just school. Everything I read in college was extremely pretentious and awful. That's okay for you? Okay, then that's fine, but I'm just saying, like, that's all you have to do. You just have to ask questions. You don't have to follow the answers. Or, better, be a dick about it. Who cares? Like, it's college. You have to read a lot of bad writing in college. Like, also, not to be a dick, the majority of writing I read from other students in college was objectively very bad. Like, I don't know why they were in a writing class bad. So, like, I don't know. Like, you give advice on what you think they could improve, and then if they don't take that advice, that's on them. And I'm sure many people have thought that about my writing too. Where they thought that I was objectively a bad writer. I don't know. Take writing classes because they're an easy grade. Yeah. I guess it really depends on what degree you're going for. Yeah, that too. Same, like, yeah, exactly. Small potatoes, that's exactly it. You can, yeah. Because obviously they got published, you know? Like, someone liked it. I'm pretty sure it has to be about the play, but my teacher likes me, so I can probably fudge it a little bit. Much to consider. Yee. I think it'll be okay. And it's probably a good thing to learn now when it's not such a big you know, because like if you, it's probably better to learn now how to ask questions about stuff that you don't like rather than later on. Like when it's like someone you want to network with. You know? Because in school it's like if this person ends up hating you, probably not gonna make them again. It's weird, hard to read. Fair. They're probably borrowed to get through. I wonder how much different it would be on stage. You know? I wonder if it is better on stage. Hate to watch it on stage, but you don't know that until you, I mean, like, obviously I don't know what this play is, but like, it might be something where it's like better on stage. Now I want to read it. I don't know what this play is, so. Oh, Mischief, are they Canadian? Is it a Canadian author? I think so. Yeah, I get it now. I get why it's published, and I get why it's weird. I get it. Everything it makes sense. I don't get it. Dude, Canadians write the most effing weird was high on drugs stuff I've ever seen in my entire life. No, for real. Guys, like, everything that Canadians write that goes into the academic, like, circulation, so gets read in colleges and high schools and everything like that that's written by a Canadian, is, like, the most effed up thing you've ever read in your entire life. It is so effing weird. There is also non-binary. I mean, they could play into it, but, like, just for real. Like, actually for real. Like, a really good website to look at if you guys want some, like, really effing weird Canadian stuff, is, like, I think it's called the Canadian International Film Board or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, okay. The National Film Board of Canada. Here's a National Film Board of Canada. This is their logo. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a guy doing this. But that's not what it looks like. And then when you go to the actual website, hold on, it's loading. Oh, good. Oh, good. Fantastic. This was on the front page. Balls freak. So, like, I don't know what this is about, obviously. But Canada media moment. No, for real though. Like, some of this stuff is normal-ish, and then you watch anything that's an animation is going to be the weirdest thing that you've ever seen in your entire life. It's like actually insane. And they would, like, because all this is free, right? It's like it's all free stuff. It's like you can watch it in class and everything like that. People would watch these in school classrooms, and it's the weirdest thing ever. They're so weird. Yeah. Not everything is gonna be weird on this. Obviously, there's probably some stuff in here that are perfectly normal or documentaries or anything like that, but like, what I would suggest is going into the animation category and just start clicking on things. Because it's going to be super weird. Wild name, says the gay turtle. My guy? False Freak, surely you've changed your name at some point, because I do not recognize your name. But you've been here for a while. I can feel it. Anyways, almost a year is crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Just Canadian moment. I understand why the play is weird now. Or at least I understand why it got published. I understand why it got published. Canadians love Canadian things, even if they're the weirdest thing they've ever seen in their entire life. Huh? Oh, Canada. No, for real. I know that song in French. That is true. This is true, yeah. Oh my god. Why? Why do I know the national anthem in French? Because we have the national anthem in English and French. Because we have two languages in our country. And I would sing it more often in French than I would in English. You know? So I was in French immersion, and my school was a French immersion school. I also sang the national anthem in at the beginning of like a hockey game that my school did in French, which was fun. Your kids go crazy for the French anthem. Real. My story. It's just continents and seas. Kickbird! Hello. Never read a French version. Even though there's a tunnel leading us to them. There's French people. Yeah, that's the reason. Thank you so much for the attendance, Kickbird. How you doing? Water. Dear Arkansas daughter. I need to get food soon. Oh my god, it's already 3. I've already been live for 2 hours. Jeez. No clue how everyone hates French people. I just think they sound funny. There was a few wars that happened. You know? Yeah. Oh, we're in a line then, though? Yeah, but unfortunately. Yeah. Shooting at snakes. Is where is that? 1 and 2. I don't think I'm gonna allow that one through, but I am going to tell you what what the difference between those two are. Like the English and French one is like they fought for a lot of land that wasn't really theirs in the first place. But they also are like right beside each other, right? Like
What if they won?
hello. They're also like pretty near each other, like, you know, geographically, right? Yeah, you can swim to France. Yeah, exactly. So it's like you're just gonna have conflicts between two countries that have had that much history with each other. At this point in our history, it's mostly a joke. Like, I would highly doubt that France and England would go to war with each other, considering how many, like, you know, like, union things that they're both a part of. But it just kind of, like, is a generational thing that just, like, kept going, you know? Because obviously we all know at this point it's kind of a joke. Or bad cats at home. The British start throwing baguettes into the sea. What? How are you doing, Lucifer?
Doing okay.
This is good.
How are you doing, Altier Light?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm almost finished the window.
Oh, really?
Yeah, have you seen the- are you looking at my stream?
I just got home. Give me a second.
Okay. When you are able to watch stream, I'll show you what the window looks like. Just for the chat.
Okay, I'm looking at.
Okay, I'll wait.
Oh wait, that's actually so cool with the flip.
Yeah, window.
I'm so proud of you, Ultra Light.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What, you were editing it all, and I'm going to be so real. There's literally a picture.
Oh my god, Goth Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
Wait, hold on. I gotta show you this image of Hatsune Miku I found. It's actually so cool.
I'm scared. It's the last time you
No.
said that.
No, but this one isn't 9/11 Miku.
Okay.
I sent it to you. So cool.
It's focusing on you in chat, though. That's super real, Tyratle. No one watches me for knitting. I could do F all.
What if I watch you for knitting?
You don't.
How do
Okay,
you know
actually,
that?
that does look like a really cool Miku.
Yeah,
You're
I
correct.
told you. I fucking told you, and you don't.
It's like a goth Miku. Hello, Daff. I
Hello.
do. Daff's a real one.
I also watch you for knitting sometimes. Most of the time, I use your streams as background noise. Slash pause.
Someone was asking me a question. I had to answer. I might be the only one. You're definitely in the minority, but I appreciate you so much for watching me knit.
I hate minors.
Because stop. It's fun watching the knitting sometimes when no one's in chat. That's fair. Because otherwise I would turn into a just chatting streamer and
I mean, typo,
you know.
sorry, I got mad. What the flip did I
It's for you're
just-
getting cancelled on the internet.
For what?
Well, it'd be weird if you liked minors / silly.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said I hate minors.
These extremes are crazy. And yet you still have cozy in the tags. Wow. If you can think of a better one. Lucy is just giggling. What is happening? What are you giggling about? Huh?
Okay, I saw this video and there's this lady and this person in Call of Duty cosplay, and
Okay.
she like started screaming at this guy, and then I started screaming back at her, and then she got down on all fours and started barking.
Wait, that's awesome. How to get rid of creepy men. Start barking.
He looked so horrified and he just booked it.
Or just send Lucifer, he'll take care of them. Real. I just like the idea of like I want, okay, so like really like going to the club girls, right? Going to the club women in like really tight mini dresses, right? High heels. And it's like a group of them. And then a creepy man comes up and starts like flirting, and all of them simultaneously start barking. That would be so funny. I can't go out because it's dark out, and a creepy man, I'll just show her how I bark at them to go away. I would pay to watch that. That would be so funny. And if the guy is just like, I'm into that, they bite them. like, surely there's no losing in this situation. Entitled The True Crime Channel. I mean, there's no crime. You can bark at people. It's not illegal. It's, like, a little weird, but, like, what do you want, Lucifer? Just, like, barking. It's not a crime. It would be super funny. Say hi, you just bark? No. My coffee black and my bed for me. For me. Goes live. They are streaming. Bach. Hello, Vampire. Is it legal to eat a man whole? Well, here's the thing. In Canada, yes. But there's circumstances where it is technically legal. But it's difficult. Grim! Thank you so much for the attendance. So don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure in Canada it's legal to eat another person if the circumstances is that you are in like a life or death situation and they happen to die. Then you're allowed to eat them. But yeah. It's like
I'd be right back.
I will not eat a manhole in Canada. No, but
Also,
no, I'm saying that it is legal.
So if someone pisses you off enough, you can crab walk at them and then start singing the ABCs and then shake violently. That'll definitely scare them off.
I think that would, yeah. Broke my Minecraft on TSMP lol. What was it about cannibalism? Cannibalism is like technically illegal in Canada, but it's like under very specific circumstances. Like you can't kill the person yourself, and like you can't buy and sell human meat. Like this might not be true. That's a thing. This is like something I heard one time, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like it could be true. I don't know. It could be fake. I don't know. I don't plan on ever eating a person, you know? And I feel like if I was in a situation where I was like, alright, it's either I eat this person or die, I don't think I would care if it was legal or not. You know? I come to the US, it's free. What do you mean? No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. It's like, you know, like if I got into a situation where I was just like, you know, so hungry I was considering eating another person, I don't think I would really care at that point if it was legal. This is a different color. It is so very similar though. Cannibalism people. What? Why not just eat yourself? I mean, you could probably do that, but I don't think that would work out for very long. Ahsoka, how you doing? I plan on it if I get amputated. I think you're not allowed to. Okay, guys, if you get something amputated, you're not allowed to keep it. Did you guys know that? Like, if you get, like, let's say, like, you had to get, like, a kidney replaced, you're not allowed to keep your kidney. Yeah, I know, right? Like, you'd think that they would, like, let you keep it. Yeah, the only surgery that you can get where they let you keep it is teeth. Dude, I literally grew that. I know! Yeah, it's considered like medical waste. So they have to like put it in an incinerator because they can't, they're not guaranteed that you would dispose of it or keep it safe. And so like it can cause like a lot of diseases and stuff like that if they gave it to you and you put it in formaldehyde wrong, basically. And you know what I mean? Like, so they can't give it to you. They have to put it in the incinerator. Like, how effed up is that? Dude, like, if I was gonna, like, lose an arm, like, I would want the bones. It might only be organs, though. If you're with your arms, they might let you keep it. I'm not sure. Because now that I'm thinking about it, there was someone I knew that had, they got into a motorcycle accident and their thumb came off. And they didn't get reattached in time, so they kept the bones of their thumb. Yeah. They kept their thumb bones. So the bones into yourself? Dude, I would wear the bones, like, as a necklace. And I would let people piece it together, because you don't have a thumb anymore. And then you have a very distinct shape of thumb bones on a necklace. You know? Thumb bone earrings would go hard. Oh my god. I have a tooth necklace I made when I lost my baby teeth. Oh my god. Dude, I didn't, like, it never even occurred to me to ask the people for my wisdom teeth when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and I got all 4 taken out. And I wish I had asked for them. Didn't even occur to me to. New tradition where we wear our past loved ones' bones as jewelry. That'd be kind of cool. There's definitely cultures who do that, for sure. They will see, and guarantee, and hell's coming, hell, coming, hell. Hell's coming with me. Inventing a new country where we wear bones. Do you have like 30-something bones? You have a little bit more than that. 8, hello, thank you so much for the attendance. You have a little bit more than that. I'm pretty sure you have like 200 and something. You're way down to hell and you ring that bell and head ready. Hell's coming with me. Wait, for real? Turtle. 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 Turtle, we have a little bit. Dude, there's like 10 to 15 bones like in our ear. I have 2 extra bones. This is cool. Babies have 270. This is true. How? Their skull isn't fully, squished together. And there's other parts also. Why do babies have more bones than me? What? How fair. Void! Hello. Thank you so much for the attendance. Yeah, because babies need to be a little bit flexible so that they can you know, exit the place that they need to exit. So they need to be a little bit, they need to be squishy. You know. I love Void. This is excellent. I'm glad. Where are your 2 extra bones? Mouth? Oh, okay, fair. I have bonus teeth. Oh! Okay, that's cool. That's fun. That's painful. Down in the ground. Yeah. Because we have 2 more rows and then we're done the window. Oh, wait, wisdom teeth and no pain? Oh, wow, okay, nice. And you never had braces, did you? Filter, you should have gotten your wisdom teeth and put them in an apple like the TMA core. Okay, TMA hadn't come out yet when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. But like, if it had, I probably would have thought about it. You have less bones, right? Because they lose their teeth and get some taken? Yeah. No, I needed braces though. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, the reason why they had to take my wisdom teeth out was because because my teeth were like super crowded in the front. And so they had to push them all back. And so they were like, hey, like if your wisdom teeth start growing in, it's going to push all your teeth forward again. So that's why I had to take out all 4. Struggle with wisdom teeth. Yeah, I mean, like, mine never grew in, you know? They literally they cut my gums open and took them out. Which is probably why it was so painful for me. Yeah. See, like, my brother and sister, theirs had started growing out, and they didn't have teeth over top of theirs, whereas mine did. So they had to cut it from the back of the gum and pull them out that way. And, like, genuinely, like, after getting my wisdom teeth out was the most pain I've ever been in my entire life. Like, and I like to think I have a pretty high pain tolerance. Like, they gave me, like, you know, pretty powerful pain meds. And they were like, you're probably going to use this for 2 or 3 days. You know, eat liquids, whatever. And I was like, okay. And they're like, you had to do, like, salt washes as well, where you put, like, salt water and you, like, swish it around your mouth so it doesn't get infected, whatever. And, like, they were like, you only have to do that for, like, 2 or 3 days. I had to do that for, like, 2 weeks. And also the stitches dissolve, right? So you don't have to go back and get the stitches taken out. So the stitches started dissolving, which is also painful. And then, like, they gave you a bottle of these painkillers, and they gave you a bunch. And they were like, you know, take these, you know, follow the instructions, whatever. And I did follow the instructions and everything on it. But I ended up taking them all throughout the 2 weeks because I was in so much pain.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I was waiting for you to finish talking.
Oh, hi. How are you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. Turtle, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh my god, with Prime, 7 months. Oh my god. Dude, that's so long. That's such a long time to be subbed. I'm sorry that you got a can as a fish, though. 17,000 gold?
Damn. Turtle be fishing.
Wait, what? Dude, what does this leaderboard look like right now?
There's a leaderboard?
There's a leaderboard. Turtle's at the top at 17,000. Twister has 15,000. Alanis has 13,000.
Jesus.
Limwick has 11,000. Oh my god, these are crazy. These numbers are stupid. I'm not even on this board.
That's crazy.
Ew. Remember when Limwick was first? Yeah, it's because Limwick hasn't been here in a while. Limwick hates me. Limwick hates me. Anyways, Void, how are you doing?
I'm good.
This is good.
The topic of wisdom teeth in chat, I just like, I feel bad because I will never understand the pain people have to go through to getting their wisdom teeth removed. Because I straight up don't have them.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, it's better that way. Like, it's like mine was pretty. Like the process of actually getting them removed was pretty fine. Like I was nervous, obviously, because I never had been put under for surgery or anything like that. But that was fine.
I want to look it up because, like, I don't know how rare it is to be born without wisdom teeth. Because, like, my dentist, when they like did the X-ray of my whole teeth and stuff, they're like, "That's really weird that you don't have wisdom teeth out at all." And I was like, "Oh, okay then."
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there was no way that I was ever gonna have, be able to keep my wisdom teeth.
Okay, so wisdom teeth, being born without wisdom teeth is 35%.
Okay, so that's like that's a pretty decent amount of the population.
Yeah. Born with 1 to 3 wisdom teeth is only 20 to 25.
Well, I remember new mods for Trashy SMP. Oh, what are the new mods, Grim? You did get a random lesbian. Meow. I forgot who added that. Got all the new weapons. Oh, nice, Grim. Nice. Working on armor. Nice, 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 nice. You have to have the whole thing, man.
I got a salmon.
A salmon?
I'm still trying to catch myself and.
How lesbian get auto-modded? For sexuality, sex, or gender. There's these new fridges, generators, and then appliances. That's kind of crazy.
Hello?
Grim, do you know such
Oh my god, it's Vortex.
I'm dying.
Enough screens. I'm trying to get this spreadsheet together for my class. So you can focus on your work. You're good. They've updated the kitchen, and me and Ari have a room at the place too. Nice. Oh shoot, dude, like I need to, like, okay, Alex asked me to log on because I'm assuming you guys are living at the place now. Oh my god, guys. Trashy SMP lore? Yeah, sorry.
You're cool.
You're cool. Oh.
Bye.
And he's gone. He's got enough because I'm a turn it in? Okay, next, good. There's more to be honest, but I ain't spoiling. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, dang.
I'm very sleepy.
I have been enjoying playing, you know, like, my horror Minecraft mod, but, like, I guess I can go on the Trashy SMP for a little bit. As there's a lot they want to show. I have to... What song was that? You know, ironically, it was by Mustard Service, which is like the band that Dodd had been like wanting me to listen to forever. It's called Your Cat Don't Stand a Chance by Mustard Service. It was very nice. It was very nice. I really liked it. You know what you can play? What? Slay the Princess on Thursday? Yes, that's what I'm playing. And then we're gonna be playing that for probably the foreseeable future.
Not an ad break.
Oh, no, you old here, I apparently didn't hit reply. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's an ad. I'm debating what I want to eat. I don't know what we're having for dinner today. And I don't know if it's something I like, want to eat. So,
That's
I don't know
fair.
what yeah. So, I had to...
I only ate a portion of what we had for dinner. Because my family made stuffing, and I hate stuffing.
Can't relate, but okay.
It's a texture thing for me. I don't like the texture of it.
Fair.
I don't know why.
I mean,
but
it
like,
is basically soggy bread, so yeah, I can understand that.
I don't, and it doesn't like, I've had crispy stuffing as well, like where it's like crunchy.
Yeah.
I don't like it either.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not the soggy bread then. I love stuffing.
It's
Oh
just,
my god.
I don't like it. I don't know why.
No, that's fair. Yeah, yesterday we had quesadillas, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best. I love quesadillas. But I don't know what we're having today. I think... Oh wait, I just realized it... I'm stupid. I'm making dinner today. I do know what we're having today.
Because you get to make it.
Yeah, it's minestrone. We're having minestrone.
Hell yeah.
I was like, in my head, my dad was making dinner, and I was like, I never know what my dad is making. But he is not here. He is on a business trip. So he will not be making dinner.
That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, my dad, the businessman. Super dinner! Yeah, we're having minestrone. My dad is a business guy. The most business guy who ever businessed.
Oh, Tyr,
So
I've been awake
money.
since 6:30
Ew.
this morning.
Why?
Because I had to work.
Stop that.
You want me to stop working? Okay.
Yeah, become an employee like me.
I wish I could. But I kind of need the money.
Well.
Unfortunately, we live in a world where money is kind of required for things.
I know, it sucks, right?
Yeah, like I got health insurance, I got life insurance, I got
Hey, that's kind of crazy. I don't have those things.
I kind of need health insurance considering I live in America. And the life insurance thing, I only have to pay it twice a year.
Okay.
And I've had it since I was a baby. So.
Oh, that's fun.
So because
yeah.
So my mom would pay it up until I was 18, and then I started paying it.
I don't think I have life insurance. I think my parents do, though.
Yeah, I think it's weird for people my age to have life insurance. I don't think most people have life insurance as young as I do. Like, as young as I've been.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have to start looking for a job again, and I don't wanna. I no wanna.
I felt that.
I just thought, like just having like a full year without having a job after literally having some type of job since I was 12. It's just been so nice, man. Like, literally, like, since I was 12, I was doing school and a part-time job, and then as soon as I left school, I was doing full-time jobs. And until last year. Child labor, I was babysitting. Like, it wasn't that much. I was babysitting. Yeah.
Also, I don't know how it is in Canada, but I know in the States, you can start working, like if it's a family-run business, kids can work, the family business as young as I think, like 11 or 12. I think. Don't hold me to that.
That sounds like a thing America would do, but yeah. I don't know.
It's only for family businesses though. Like if it's like a mom and pop shop, but
Yeah.
like corporate stuff, it has to be a minimum of 16.
Mhm.
Sometimes 15. I think it depends on the state though.
Yeah, I think 11, 12, 14, I did babysitting and a paper route. And then when I turned 16, I started working at the library, and I worked there for a while.
Paper
And
route is
then
crazy.
what?
But hearing that you did a paper route
I did a paper route,
is
yeah.
it's just like because nowadays I'm pretty sure that that doesn't really exist much
Oh,
anymore.
it still exists here. There's still kids who do paper routes for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's not every day. It's Wednesdays and Fridays.
Mhm.
Yeah. I want to do that. I mean, like, it works where I live because it's like a bunch of houses really close together, and it's like a local newspaper. Like, they only do news for like where I live. So yeah, paper route is pretty good. You don't make
Well,
a
I
lot
mean,
though.
if it's a local paper, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a local paper.
Yeah.
You don't make a lot though. You make 10 cents per paper. So I was making
Do they give you like
$100 every two. What?
do they give you a certain amount of papers that you have to deliver, or is it just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like
So you had like
okay?
you got just enough papers that you needed plus one in case one got destroyed or whatever. And you had like a route of houses. So they gave you like a map and you had a route of houses, and it was the same route every single time. So as soon as you memorize it, you were good. And it's usually 2 or 3 streets, and you just delivered the houses. So like there was longer and shorter routes, but they were usually between 20 to 30 houses per route, but you could have multiple paper routes if you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had a cart that I put a cardboard box. So it was like an upstanding cart, and I put a paper box in it, like a cardboard box in it, and then I put all the papers in that. And then I would make myself some popcorn, and then I would walk with the popcorn and deliver the papers.
I love knowing that young Altair also liked eating popcorn as much as old Altair does.
It's pretty good. Or I would eat like a sleeve of like those salted crackers.
Oh, okay, but those slap. I still eat them now.
Dude, I used to be like addicted to those.
I'm still like if I get the craving for them, I can eat a whole sleeve of salted crackers.
Born to be a paper boy in the country who lives on a farm, forced to live in a city with no paper boys. No! I mean, like, it was a good job because it took like maybe like an hour to do, and it was only Wednesdays and Fridays. And like at the time, it was like a pretty decent amount of money to have. I think I was getting like $100 something every 2 weeks. So like, you know, at 12, 13 years old, that was pretty nice. You were getting like $200-ish a month. You know, like that was nice. That was cool. Like I could buy clothing when I wanted. I could buy books. That was cool.
For like a kid, that's like a lot of money.
It was a pretty decent amount of money, yeah. I didn't spend most of it. Most of it went to a bank account.
That's smart.
Yeah. And then like it was basically, and I didn't like sometimes I'd go buy candy and stuff with my friends. But
yeah,
that was really it. That was all I would really spend the money on. Maybe clothes. I used to like my friends and I used to go to the mall and like shop. So like, you know, sometimes I'd buy clothes, but when I got a job at the library, that's when I like realized I had like a pretty decent, like way more money than my friends. Because like I had like a above minimum wage job working at the library. So it wasn't retail, so I didn't hate myself. But also it's a government job, so you got all the stats and you got all the stat pay. I don't know if America has stats now I'm thinking about it. Like holidays.
Like paid holidays?
Yeah, paid holidays. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was called stats or not. Probably not called stats, but
No, I think it's just called paid holidays.
yeah, the paid holidays. Whatever the paid holidays. This was like Christmas.
Yeah.
For instance. I mean like so like obviously the library wasn't open, and you would get paid for that day because the place wasn't open.
I think
I don't
they're also
remember.
called federal holidays here
Yeah,
as well. I think it's like interchangeable.
Yeah, I don't know what stats stands for.
Because I know like government jobs, like postal services, libraries, and stuff like that. Like if it's based off of a government option, um, like any time that the like government would be closed, essentially, those offices would also be closed.
Okay, it's only giving me the stat as in like the test, but that's not what I'm talking about. Whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's an acronym, but I don't remember what it is. I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is that yeah. And then after that, you know, I worked at a coffee shop and then another coffee shop and then yeah, and then the boat place.
How come you're not going? Are you gonna go apply back to the boat place, or are you just not going back there?
I don't know. It depends. It depends what else I can get. If I can get see, here's the thing: is that I wouldn't mind going back to the boat place doing part time because she did offer
Mm-hmm.
for me to work part time. But the thing is that that's only really a thing during the summer. So
Mm,
like, I mean I wouldn't mind because it means like you know I wouldn't work until maybe like March. And then I would
okay.
go there uh like after they go back home for like 4 hours. Cat tier. Oh my god. I haven't seen that one in a while. Yeah, I don't know. I mean like I could work back there, but I don't want to work so like well technically that would be part-time, right? Because I would only be working 4 hours a day, but 5 days a week. I really don't want
Mm-hmm.
to work 5 days a week right away. I'd
That's
rather
fair.
work I'd rather work 2 or 3. But I don't know if she would want that.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can find another job first, and then if I can't, then I will, you know, ask.
Like a last resort or like a safety plan.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Because while I do love working there, it is so hard to work there. Like
Based off of what
physically.
you've told me that you do, yeah, I can understand.
Like
Like
such
I
a
personally don't
physically
think I would
demanding
be able to
job.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like the other problem would be is that the reason why she liked me working there so much is because I would do the harness stuff, right? But
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that if I was alone.
Mm,
Yeah, so it's like it's one thing if like, you know, like you're there waxing a boat, but you're like, you know, on the ground or whatever. It's a totally
mhm.
other thing if you're like, you know, attached on a rope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if she would want me to do that. I don't know. I guess it really depends if she was like okay with me working part-time, but like I worked I started in the morning with them and I left in the afternoon. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she would really like that. She really likes it when like everyone works at the same time and leaves at the same time, which I
Mm,
understand because it's like
yeah,
everyone gets there at 9 o'clock in the morning and everyone leaves at 3:30. Like it's just easier.
yeah. It also makes it fair because like that's a job. Like the issue with a lot of jobs, at least in where I live, the issue a lot of people have is like hours are not done in a fair way, like
Hmm.
at all.
Yeah.
Like even like I love my job currently, the job I have right now. It's my favorite job I've ever worked.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
but the problem is like hours are not split up properly because my job has 3 locations and all of us like alternate between working there. But some
Okay.
people work like I currently, but this is also because I don't have a car. I used to work 5 days a week and I would get like 35 to 40 hours a week.
Hmm.
Um, But because I don't have a car, I've lost a day because I can't get to work as frequently as I used to. So now I'm at like 25 to 30 hours because I've lost that like extra day.
Yeah.
And we're also kind of overstaffed right now. The last thing I remember is we had 12 employees. We just recently lost 2, so we're down to 10.
Okay.
But like that's still a lot of people to have for the 3 locations we have. Like we used to have 4, and having 12 employees with 4 locations worked out really well, but now it doesn't because we're overstaffed for the amount of locations we have. So like hours are kind of fucked.
Yeah, I think the reason why she likes the simplicity is because it's just her, right? Like, it's her business, she started it. And, like, so it's like, she started it. Like, literally, the entire time I was there, the most, like, the absolute most employees we ever had was 6. With 6 employees. Like, and then during the winter, like, the 1 or 2 winters that I actually worked and wasn't laid off, we had 3 people. And it was like me, the like, I guess you could consider him the manager. Like he would do a lot of like the tech stuff for her, but he also worked. And then someone else who would clean the interior of the boat. So like I was cleaning the outside of the boats, someone was doing tech stuff, someone was cleaning the inside of the boats, and that was it. And like, Alance, I'll tell you a happy birthday tomorrow when it's you know, the 23rd to me. But I hope you have a great day.
Wishing somebody happy birthday in your time zone.
I know.
Shaking my head.
Well, I mean, I don't actually know what time it is for Atlantis at any point in time. I'm gonna be real.
That's so fair.
I have a pretty good idea for Turtle, but not Atlantis.
Because I think logically for my job, because we have 3 locations and there's 2 employees that work there within a single day, because we have an opener and a closer.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we would need at least 6 employees if they were to work 7 days a week. But
Fair.
reasonably they can't do that, so I think having 8 or 9 employees would reasonably make sense.
Yeah.
But then that also doesn't include, because the 12 doesn't include the manager and the assistant manager who work almost every day. So reasonably we could have like 6 normal employees plus the manager and assistant manager.
Yeah.
But like having 12 employees was crazy because like, and the weird thing too is like, because nobody fucking wanted to pick up shifts, so somebody would be like, hey, can somebody cover my shift? And then people who could have easily picked up the shift just chose not to. So then I ended up picking up shifts. There were so many times that I worked 12-hour shifts because somebody didn't want to pick up the closing shift, and I was working the morning. So then I would get stuck staying from like 10 to 10.
Yeah, see, like, that's another thing where I'm like, that was why I really liked the job, was that never happened. Because if you got sick or you had to go, no one had to pick up your shift because it wasn't retail, right? It was kind of like, yeah, I mean, don't make a habit out of it, you know? Like, whatever, but it was kind of like, it didn't actually put us that far behind, really. Most of the time, it was just like, you know, like, the boats were gonna get washed when they get washed. The boats were gonna get waxed when they get waxed, like...
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like... and, like, you didn't feel it either. Like, you as an employee, like, yeah, it sucked when someone called in sick or wasn't able to show up or whatever, but it was, like, you weren't, like, stressed for the rest of the day being like, oh my god, like, like, we're understaffed, there's no one here, like, it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which is why I really want to go for another job like that, but unfortunately, all jobs like that are manual labor jobs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I have to choose between retail, or manual labor, and I don't know. I feel like I'm better suited to manual labor.
I think for me, like, out of the 4 jobs that I've worked since I've started working when I turned 18, 2 of them were food service. One of them was like I was a receptionist. And then
Okay.
there's this one that I'm currently working at, which is more, I guess you could say retail.
Yeah.
And like I know for a fact I never want to work in food again. I
That's
just
fair.
don't ever want to work in food service ever again. Doesn't matter if it's like, actually no, 5 jobs and 3 of them were food service.
Man.
I fucking hated it. I never want to do it again. This job I have now, one, the manager is a fucking amazing person. Because like she will protect us from rude ass customers, which I love.
That is
None of the other
awesome.
managers I've had have ever like stucken up for the employees like that.
Yeah.
There have been plenty of times where the manager has straight up trespassed people and not allowed them to come back because A, they were crazy, or B, they were being extremely rude to us and threatening us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bishop, that's so
Which-
funny.
So like, and like the manager is also very like cares about our mental health and like is very understanding about it. Like there have been times where like coworkers have had like panic attacks and they're like, I can't work the rest of my shift. And the manager's like, okay, no worries, I'll get it figured out. And then like would get a cover or would come in and cover the shift so the person who was working that was having the mental like panic attack or anxiety or whatever would be able to leave.
Yeah.
And like she is the closest manager I've had to that is when I first started working when I was 18, working at the fast food service place I was working at. The manager at that place when I first started there was amazing, and she respected at least for me, because she, you know how some managers play favorites and stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, I've never had that, but sure.
Fair enough. Most
I can
managers,
imagine this being a thing. Yes.
yeah, most managers will have like a select few that they really, really like. And I won't lie, the manager at the time, like that first manager, had an issue of doing that too. But like, I was one of the people she liked. So like when customers were being rude to me because I'm such a nice person to customers, um, she would come in and be like, "No, you're not gonna yell at my employee. You can get out."
Oh, that's
Um,
kind of funny.
but she also didn't really understand the whole mental health thing. So give and take, I guess.
Yeah. I
But
mean when I worked at Starbucks, like I was a shift supervisor. So, like, and I was like, I don't know, like 19, 20-ish, maybe 20, 21. I don't know.
mhm,
But there was a lot of people there that were 16, 17, right? Like a lot of the
yeah,
employees there were 16, 17. And so a lot of the ones that worked with me were because I worked the night shift, and so obviously they're
mhm,
coming in after school. And oh my god, dude, it was my great joy to, like, when I saw a customer yelling at one of the 16-year-olds to just step in and be like, would you like to speak to me actually? And like, you know, like, I also look like I'm 16. I have blue hair. And they just go, actually, I want to speak to the manager. And I'll be like, that would be me. What do you want?
I am the manager.
And like, it was very much like I didn't really care about the job, right? Whereas like, you know, a 16, 17-year-old, they care about it because they don't want to get fired from a job because that's embarrassing and like disheartening and like all this sort of stuff. And then most adults don't want to get fired from their job because they need the money. Whereas like I was like in this in between where I was just like, I'd be completely fine. Like so completely fine if I got fired from this job. Like I'm not gonna be rude to people. Like I don't want to be fired.
Yeah.
But like I'm also gonna be like, yeah, I don't want you to yell at me. Thank you.
Like my current
No, for real,
manager,
mischief. Mm-hmm.
the issue like I had with a lot of my other jobs is like we
Ooh,
weren't
flames.
allowed to like refuse service. We weren't allowed to like say
Oh.
no to a customer. Like that was a lot of the issues I had at like the fast food places. But my current job, my manager's like, yeah, if somebody's being rude to you, you can just refuse them service. Like if they're being like unreasonably rude. Like obviously like we can also just pursue because where I work without like you have to be a certain age to purchase the products that we sell, basically.
Yeah.
Um So like if we think that somebody is like suspicious or is like underage, we can be like, oh no, like I can't sell you anything. You need to get out of the store.
Yeah.
And like also if somebody's just being straight up rude to us because they aren't happy with the products we sell or whatever, like we can just tell them that we're refusing them service and that if they don't leave, we will call the police, which like any of the other jobs I would have worked at, my managers or owners would not have been okay with that.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I think the only times I have ever called 911 was when I was working at Starbucks. And
I think I've called the
yeah.
police. One, two. I've only had to call the police while working at my current job 2 times.
Yeah, when I was working at Starbucks, I called 911 once, and then I called the non-emergency line 3 times. You know, I had to call it about 4 times when I was a GSA president. Oh, yikes. Yeah, the one time I had to call 911 wasn't for the cops, though. It was for an ambulance. I
had to call the police. And I had so much anxiety. And the worst thing is because like my job used to have four locations, and I was working at the 4th location that was closing down in a week. And I had to call the police, and they were like, do you want us to trespass this person? Like, what do you want us to do? I'm like, honestly, I don't know, because the store's closing Monday, and it was like Tuesday. And I was like, yeah.
The kid with a violent parents. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Mischief. Yeah, I never did GSA stuff, so. Yeah, it was like, what happened was, this guy, so like my coworker, so I was, okay, setting the scene. I was eating lunch in like the lobby of the Starbucks, and my coworker was stalking the coffee thing right beside where I was sitting. And so we were just talking and everything like that. And then all of a sudden he like collapses, basically.
Oh god.
And so like he collapses, he hits his head on the coffee thing, and he doesn't fall all the way down. Like he hits his head and he catches himself and he stands back up. And I was like, hey, are you okay? And he was just like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little bit dizzy. And I was just like, whoa, you like hit your head. He wasn't bleeding or anything like that. And I was just like, we should like call someone. And I was like trying to ask him if he like in a very like, cause I didn't know this guy very well. Cause like, you know, we're coworkers. So I'm like trying to ask him like, hey, do you have like any medical issues we should like know about? Like, is this like low blood sugar? Like what is, like, I'm trying to ask him in like the most like non-invasive way possible, but like he looked really out of it, and I was like, ooh, okay. And so like I like, you know, hold him like on my shoulder, whatever, right, like where he's like kind of like leaning on me, and I go up to my other coworker who's at the cash register helping some people, and I was like, hey, sorry to interrupt, can you call 911? And the guy heard me say that with this guy who's like passing out like on my shoulder. And he keeps ordering his drink. And then, like, my guy... Yeah, customer. The customer kept, like, trying to order his drink, where I was like, hey, like, I need her to call 911, actually.
Like, your drink can wait a second. We have a like, emergency.
Like... Yeah, and, like, so, like, she's in... Like, my cash register person, she's in shock. So she's, like, trying to, like, tell this customer to F off in, like, a polite way, but also, like... doesn't really know what's going on. And it got to the point where I was just like, just give me the phone. Just give me the phone. And so like I grabbed the phone. Customer did their drink, I guess. Like I brought him to the back. I called 911. And yeah, and then like, you know, like they were just like, hey, like what's wrong? Where you're located, blah, blah, blah. Like don't give him any water in case like he needs like surgery or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And he's just like, keeps going like, I'm fine. I think I'm okay. And I'm like, no, you're not fine.
Shut up. Let me do this for you.
Yeah, and then the ambulance people came in, and like he did turn out to be okay and everything like that. They like gave him sugar or whatever. But like a few days later, I remember him being like, you know what? Thanks for like doing that, because they had actually found something that was like really wrong, like with him. Like it was like something actually like I don't remember what it was, but it was something like he was like in the beginning stages of like some type of failure, or he had like really low blood sugar, or like something like that, where like there was actually something wrong and he had to go to his doctor about it.
Jesus.
And he was just like, yeah, so thanks for doing that. And I'm like, yeah, sure thing, man. But the only thing I ever remember about that is that the stupid customer was like, heard me say, hey, I need you to call 911, and was just like, I would like Americano, please. And I'm just like, no, you don't. I have an emergency.
Similar. Like, because I don't work there anymore, so I can say the business. I don't think you guys have them up in Canada, but I used to work for a company called Panera Bread. It's a restaurant.
Yeah.
And one of my coworkers, who I don't know if it's like an actual like illness or something. Like, she suffered with something. I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was, but like she accidentally, because she was the person who made the food for drive-through specifically, because my store had a drive-through. So she had cut her hand or something, cut her finger or something while she was making a sandwich.
Oh no.
And
Oh, she had that the one where she doesn't have blood clotting thing?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think
Yikes.
so. But she also gets really faint at the sight of blood.
Oh, good. Okay.
So she noticed that she had cut herself, she felt it, and she's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna step away for a second, let me go put a bandage on. And so like she walked away, she put a bandage on, and all was fine. Or so we thought. And she went back onto the line, started making the food again, and she started getting faint. And then I was talking to one of my other coworkers, because I was in the front of house, so I was the cashier that was taking the orders for in-house.
Yeah.
And my coworker, who was the dish cleaner, so he was the one who would go and get dirty dishes from the dining room and clean them and like all of that stuff. He was back there doing dishes, and he saw her start like wobbling. And he was like, that's weird. And then noticed that she started to fall. And he dropped what he was doing, tried to rush over, unfortunately missed her, so she ended up hitting her head.
Oh no.
So we had to call the hospital. Thankfully there's a hospital not far from where my job was located. It's literally like right around the corner. And like my manager came up to me and was like, hey, the ambulance is coming. They shouldn't be long. When they get here, just lead them to the back. Because she was sitting in the back by the manager's office.
Yeah.
Drinking water and like had an ice pack.
Yeah.
And so like I was in the middle of helping a customer. The paramedics came in. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I have to go do this real quick. So I like went over to the paramedics and I led him to the back. Yeah. And like, but the customer was so rude to me when I got back. And I'm like, huh? I was so confused as why they were like, they were super nice. And then as soon as I left to go lead the paramedics to the back of house and came back, they were acting like a complete bitch to me. And I was like, I was gone a total of like 3 minutes.
That's crazy, dude. Like, man, I've definitely told this story on stream before, and it's not about, like, this is, like, the one of the times where I called a non-emergency. Like, the 2 of the times I called a non-emergency is because there was a drunk guy outside of the Starbucks just kind of wandering around, and, like, because it looks like I'm the only person in the store, it kind of freaked me out, because, like, my coworker would be in the back cleaning stuff, and so it looks like I'm the only person in the store, but we're closed, right? The door is locked, but they would just be, like, hanging around outside. And so, like, twice I had to be like, okay, like, call the, like, non-emergency and be like, hey, there's a guy outside, like, it's just me and my coworker, like, I have to walk home, I would like this guy to, like, not be here. And that's 2 of the times that I had to do that, but one of the times, guy comes in, blood gushing down his face.
What the?
Comes in, and I'm like, whoa, dude, are you good? Because, like, I'm thinking he's coming in because we're the only open business. Yeah, I definitely told you guys about this. Like, because we're the only open business. I'm thinking he wants a phone, right? And I'm like, hey, do you want me to call something for you? Like, call someone for you? Like, you're bleeding. Because he comes in and he's like, I would like a Doc coffee. And so I'm thinking he fell down. He's confused. Like, he doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know he's bleeding. Like, I don't know. And so I'm like, hey, like, you're bleeding. Do you want me to call the ambulance for you? And he was like, no, I'm okay. And I'm like, you're not, though. Like, you're really not. Like, you're bleeding. Down your face. And he's like, no, I'm fine. There was beetles in my brain, and so I got them out. And I'm like, okay.
I'm sorry, wait, you just said he had said that there was beetles in his brain?
Yeah. Which is a symptom of heroin, basically. So like taking heroin
Oh.
makes you feel like you have bugs under your skin.
Oh.
And so I'm like, this guy's on drugs. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I just gave him a coffee because I didn't want to touch his money, basically. And I was like, hey, like, there is blood on your face. Do you want to go clean up in the bathroom? And so he goes into the bathroom, and then I call the non-emergency line. I'm like, hey, there's a guy here. This is what's happening. And then they came in and got him, and then brought him somewhere. I don't know. Like, ooh.
I had a similar with the first story you talked about with the drunk guy. That
Oh
story
my
that I
God.
told you about earlier with me being at the store that was closing in like a
Got
week.
them out. Sorry, I have to see the chat. There was no bugs.
But like I had a similar story with your first one with the drunk guy.
Yeah.
So like when I was at that location, this dude had come in and I like talked to him. I was explaining because he was asking about some of the stuff we sold. So I was like explaining it to him. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he like walked out. And then so like at the store, that whole front of the store was made out of glass. And there was a
Okay, yeah.
bench set up in front of the windows. And this man sat down on the bench looking into the store, which is weird off the back because most people that sit on that bench face towards the parking lot and not into the store.
Uh-huh.
And then he had a full case of mini cans of beer.
Oh, good.
And he opened the case and started drinking him. And I think he opened like 4 or 5 cans.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, first off, it is illegal to be drinking in a public setting like that. So I told my manager, I was like, hey, what do I do? Because I've never had this situation happen before, ever. So I was like,
Yeah.
do I like ignore him? Do I tell him to leave? Like, what's the thing? And mind you, at my store, we only have 1 employee in the building at all times.
Oh, jeez.
Sometimes we have 2, depending on the day, holidays, and stuff like that. So I'm a female presenting person in a store that was closing in like an hour and a half.
No, no, for real. Me too.
And this,
Oh.
and this man is staring into the store, looking at me, because where I was sitting behind the register was like right where he was like staring at.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do I do? And my manager's like, call the police, like now. And I was like, okay. So I like had to call the police and I was explaining the situation. I was like, yeah, like I'm the only one here. This guy is just sitting in front of the store, looking into the store, drinking mini cans of this beer. And they're like, okay, we'll send some officers over. And I was like, okay. So then I just sat there nervously. And I told him specifically, I was like, I do not want him to know that I'm the one who called, like at all. Because there's a Dunkin' Donuts right next to the job that I work at that location specifically. And there was a bunch of people coming in and out of this out of the Dunkin', and he would be like calling out to them, specifically the females that would be walking by.
Yummy.
And so like I was like, I do not want him to know that I'm the one who called. Like I specifically called the police when he had gone away from the I think he went over into front of the Dunkin' Donuts because there's a trash can over there. So I was like, I called specifically when he didn't see me on the phone, like none of that. And I specifically was like, yeah, I don't want him to know that I'm the one that called. And then as soon as the police showed up, they walked into my job and they're like, "Are you the one that called?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, what's he doing?" And I explained the situation again to them. And then the first officer left. And then like another officer came in who was much nicer than the first one came in. And I was like, "Yeah, this is what's going on and I didn't want him to know that I was the one that called." And he's like, "Oh. Okay." And I was like, "Yay." And then like they were like, and then that's when they asked like, "Do you want him trespassed or like what do you want?" And I'm like, "We close on on Monday. I just don't want him to be here because I leave in an hour because it took them 30 minutes to show up." And I was like, "I leave in an hour and I do not want to go outside while he is in front of the store drinking.
No, for real. I like.
And then
Luckily,
they- and
I
then-
was.
yes.
Yeah. I was
And the
gonna say,
cops came
luckily
back,
there
like,
was no.
45 minutes
Sorry.
later.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
But the cops came back 45 minutes later, which I was thankful for because that meant they were actually making sure that he had gone and didn't come back.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, like luckily for me, there was not actually ever a point in time where I was alone in the store. It just it could just seem like that. And the person I worked with was like, I wouldn't call him a very intimidating guy, but he was quite tall, and he was also like another person, right? And so anytime that this type of stuff would happen, like he usually, like when we close up the store, like he would like leave like right after. But like the times that this happened, he would wait for me until my dad came to pick me up, because usually I would bike or walk home. But those 2 times I actually like would call my parents and I'd be like, hey, can you come pick me up?
Oh yeah.
And so he like actually would wait for me on those 2 times, but which is nice. But like I can't imagine like actually being in the place like alone. Especially with
it's
like
terrifying.
the blood guy. Yeah, like the drunk people like don't actually scare me that much. Like it's just more that like I'm like, I don't want to get into a fight or like whatever it is with these people. The person with the blood scared me a lot.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be terrified of that. And then hearing the guy go like, "There was beetles in my brain," and I was like, "Oh, okay then."
Yeah, it
I
was
would not
like
be able
that.
to handle that.
No, like, you know, like genuinely, like people have told me this. People have told me that like I would have probably made a really good paramedic, and I'm like, yeah, if I didn't have like a crippling fear of vomit, I probably would have been a paramedic. Because in general, like people fainting or like having blood on them or anything like that really does not faze me at all. Like, but like I do in fact have like a very crippling fear of vomit. So like there was no way I'd be able to be a paramedic. But
that's so fair.
but like yeah, so like the blood on his head didn't shock me, except in the fact that I was like, this guy fell down and he's delirious, basically. And then said like one of the only things I know about drugs, like that this one specific drug, being like there was beetles in my brain. I'm like, oh god. Fun quote from the play I no
Also-
longer hate: don't keep a corpse in your house over the weekend. That's so real.
I just remembered another story too.
Oh my god.
At the same location that I just
Oh,
told you
good.
about the guy who's drinking, there was like woods right behind the building,
Okay.
and it was a known fact that there was a homeless camp set up back there,
Okay.
like in the woods. Which I don't like. I feel bad for them, and like it sucks. But like they have tents set up, they have like a whole community. Unfortunately, some of them, I don't know if they're forced to leave the community in the woods or like what, but for like a month straight, we had this one homeless guy who would walk around the plaza that my location was located in,
Yeah.
next to the Dunkin' and all that stuff, and he would unfortunately follow customers and ask them for money, or like would harass people coming out of Dunkin'. And like there were plenty of times where like I heard him like swearing up a storm at a customer that refused to buy him like Dunkin' or something.
Yeah.
And I told my manager about it, and she's like, "Okay, I work there tomorrow. I'll see if he's still there, and like I'll figure out what to do." And so like the next day, she went in, and I came in that same day after her to do the closing shift. Because the day before I had seen him walking around the building at like, because this is before we changed our hours, so I was leaving at 10 o'clock at night,
Okay.
and at
yeah,
like
yeah.
9:30, I saw him walking around, and I was like, okay, that's really weird. Because the Dunkin' is closed. We had a bait shop next to us, which is also closed during those times. So I was like, why is this person? And I would see him go one way, and then he would come back around going the same direction. So I was like, I don't like this. And I had a customer
Oh.
come in, and I was like, hey, by chance, did you see a guy out there wearing like this outfit with this hat? And he was like, oh, I didn't see him. And then they left after they bought their stuff. And then the customer came back in, and he was like, hey, yeah, he's still out there, and he's just sitting in front of the Dunkin'. I was like, okay. And my manager the next day like went up to him and was like, "Hey, like
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I'm the manager of this store. Like I have to ask you to not like ask people for money in front of our store." And the dude like straight up started swearing at my manager, so she called the cops. They showed up. He was gone for like a few days, and then he was back.
Oh my god, that's yeah. It really
And I was
it
like,
really sucks. It's such like a sucky situation because you're like, I want you to have food, but also, you know?
yeah, like I felt bad. Like I genuinely think he was like suffering with a drug issue because of the way he was acting. He was
Yeah.
very like, you know, where like I don't know if
Like
how common it is for
erratic.
you. Yeah, erratic, and like he would scratch at the same spot of his arm. Like, I don't. And he would like. There was one day I was taking out trash, and he yelled at me and was like, "This is my spot." And I was like, "Okay, I'm just
Like, this
taking
is
trash
fine.
to the dumpster."
You
I'm
know
on
the
the
one
phone with
thing?
my friend, thankfully.
The one thing I actually didn't like about the layout of the Starbucks that I used to work at was that the back entrance and the front entrance led to the same street. So like the front entrance was like a corner,
Hmm.
and then the back entrance was on the same street. So if you needed to get away from someone, you weren't able to go out the back entrance and like they wouldn't see you leave because
Hmm.
it comes out on the same street. And like I've thought about it like so many times where I was like, this is dangerous. Like that we have like these two exits, but they both lead basically to the same place.
Oh, that's how I feel about one of the stores, like the other store that I'm been working at more. They don't have a back entrance at all. There's two
Oh
front
god.
entrances.
Oh god.
So I'm like, and like even if I wanted to sneak out, like if the person were to like walk away or whatever, um, the problem is
Oh,
like
someone
the
gave me a
doors.
raid. Ooh, hello! Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. Boom! Oh. Never mind. Chai is here. Chai is super cool.
I beat you to it.
Hi, how are you doing? What were you doing on stream? Gartic phone. Slime rancher. Welcome in. We're, sunfish. Dodd doesn't like those. Welcome in. I'm knitting my sweater. We're doing some pretty good progress on it. We're doing some pretty good progress. How'd you know that? Magic.
Here's a witch.
There's, if you open up the join us and following pastry streaming, it will tell you what you were streaming last. It's not always correct, but you know. We're talking about retail horror stories, but yeah. That's like yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Can I finish my thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So like the problem with those doors is it's an old building. It was like around during like prohibition.
Oh, good.
And I'm
Okay.
sure like it got like remodeled slightly and stuff, but like it's janky.
Okay.
So like if you try to open the doors, the door frame, one of the doors you have to push really hard on to open first off.
Oh, good. Good.
And the other one makes creaking noises. So if I wanted to like try to sneak out if there was somebody like around, I wouldn't be able to.
Oh no. Very strong prohibition. Yeah, we're talking about mostly like horror stories of like times where we felt like actually unsafe, not like necessarily customers being rude.
Also, one of
Yeah.
my locations that I work at is haunted too. So
Oh,
another horror
cool.
story.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Nice. I used to work at a coffee shop that used to, I forgot to use this. This is an excellent raid emote. I love this pie. Pie, please tell me about your stream. Like, go ahead and tell me about your stream. We've been just like, you know, we've just
Oh,
been
it's
chatting.
pastry streaming. I thought it was
Yeah.
party streaming.
No, it's
I'm
pastry.
stupid.
They have
I
asked me to call
understand now.
them pie. So I call them pie.
That makes sense. I thought it was party streaming, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting name. But pastry makes more sense.
Guys, you'll never guess what row we're on.
160. I don't know.
Okay, that's really close.
Is it actually?
Yeah, 169.
Oh.
You two are the only people to say this. To say what? Oh, party? Oh, well, my just excuse is I'm dyslexic, so I don't know.
I'm not dyslexic, I'm just dumb.
Nah, I don't think so.
Altier, trust me, I can be really dumb at times.
Well, I mean, I feel like anyone can be really dumb at times, to be fair.
If I'm not talking something about I'm hyperfixating on, I'm really dumb. 90% of the time.
Also, Will Wood mention grand music taste. Yeah, I didn't realize. Oh yeah, sorry. I should probably explain what I'm knitting. I am knitting a sweater for a Will Wood concert that I'm going to in November. And so it has the lyrics from Black Box Warrior on it. So it says, "Offer up your innocence. Please ignore the side effects." And then this is the back, which I'm knitting right now, which is the cover of the normal album. I have the front already done. What it looks like. Offer up your innocence. Please ignore the side effects.
I've ever really listened to Will Wood, other than like when we played the group Spotify playlist when you guys were visiting.
So... And like the only one that showed up was Cop Out is crazy. I mean, like, if you want to listen to a good album by Will Wood that like is a very good encapsulation of what his music is, I would listen to the Normal album.
Okay, Normal?
Yeah, it's called the Normal album.
Okay.
But I would maybe listen to the 2024 edit, because the 2024 remaster is really, really good. Also, is this person a streamer or a friend? Or both? Yeah, both! Here.
I've known Altier way before we both started streaming.
Like a really, really long time.
Yeah. I've only recently got back into streaming, though, I will say that, so...
Boom. A link.
Oh my god. A shout out.
Oh my
god. I was actually thinking about streaming tonight, but I don't have the energy after work today.
That's super fair. Yeah, I streamed like twice yesterday, and that actually like really like wiped me out.
That's so fair. I streamed like, 3 days in a row.
Oh my god, 3 days?
Yeah.
That's
crazy. More than I've done in like 2 months.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
You rated me 2 times.
I know.
Both times. But two days. Because I streamed... Because I had 3 days in a row, and I streamed each day.
Oh. I know. Usually I don't raid people twice in a row, and then, like, I was like, but Void is my friend. So.
Void also hasn't been live in a while.
Real. What made that turtle gay? The water? Real. Yeah. Probably.
No, that's the frogs.
The water.
The water.
Guys, did you know that that whole speech is, like, an ad for him selling bottled water?
Was it? I thought it was, like, genuinely, like, his, like,
well, like,
thought.
The thing is, like, he has, like, those opinions and thoughts and everything like that, so that when he sells stuff, it doesn't seem like he's actually trying to sell things.
Ah.
But, like, yeah, it's, like, it was an ad, basically.
And it became
he's
a
like,
meme.
Yeah, and he's like, don't drink the tap water. It has chemicals in there. To like like bottled water. I need that water? No, don't buy that water. It's important to know what I'm selling. No, you're supposed to disclose it. Like, there's a lot, like a lot of things with advertising where it's like, you basically always have to disclose that you're trying to sell something. But, you know, there's some loopholes.
Yeah.
I know, like, on Twitch it's like that. Like, if on Twitch, if you're, get sponsored to, like, play a game or to share something or anything like that, you have to put somewhere in your title that it's an ad. Or a sponsorship.
Or sponsored, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of people, when they're not sponsored, were like, oh, not sponsored.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you have to disclose it. It's super weird though because it's like sometimes you'll like be you'll like see someone who usually doesn't play a certain type of game playing a certain type of game, you're like, this is an ad. And then you like click on their stream and it's an ad and you're like, that's crazy. Would have never have guessed. Funny looking when you see the name of an actual food product under the title. Oh yeah. My favorite is when I see okay, so when you use stream elements on your stream, they give you like sponsors and stuff like that, so like you can have sponsors that you choose from, right? And it is very funny to see when you see those sponsors and then you see a bunch of people that you follow start doing those sponsors and you're like, I wonder where you get this from. Like, my favorite was when Zen Zero whatever, like that gotcha game first came out. And there was like so many different sponsorship things for that, where like Stream Elements had one, and then like bigger streamers had like a better one, obviously. And like almost every single big streamer that I follow had the exact same sponsorship. And I was like, that's crazy.
Or was it Raid Shadow Legends?
No, not Raid Shadow Legends. But Raid Shadow Legends,
that was also
like,
one.
Yeah, but that one's like a meme at this point.
Yeah.
You know what someone, oh my god, okay, this is actually quite funny, and I think it's very true. Someone was like, I know that Raid Shadow Legends is a bad game, and then people, and I've never played it, and I've never seen anyone else play it. And then the person was, and like, this is on Tumblr, by the way, and the person underneath was like, how do you know if it's a bad game if you've never seen any gameplay of it, and you haven't seen, and you haven't played it yourself? And the person was like, because if I go on AO3 right now, there's no fan fictions of Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
And and there isn't. There's like maybe like 5. Like the person was basically was like, there's no porn of it, so it can't be that good.
Damn.
And I'm like, that's a crazy metric, but you're kind of right.
Yeah.
And like someone commented on that, and it was like, my chemistry textbook has more hits on AO3 than Raid Shadow Legends. And I'm like, that's crazy!
I can't believe that's like an actual system people use to base off of if something is good or not.
I mean, honestly, I kind of get it.
It works. No, I get it too, but like it's crazy to think that that's how people are like, oh, is this good? And look on AO3 to see how many works there are on it.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, with something that is as known as Raid Shadow Legends, like, obviously it doesn't work with, like, indie game number 2 that came out, like, a month ago.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, you know, everyone knows the name Raid Shadow Legends. This is how I never get a sponsor by Raid Shadow Legends, by the way. But, like, like, you know what I mean? You know, you silly goose, you keep frolicking stuff up. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you so much for the raid again. I hope you have a great sleep. Flocking stuff up. It's a geese joke. Yeah, I try my best.
I know you do.
Thanks. Yamjar, hello. Thank you so much for the attendance.
I think I'm one of the few people that don't tease you for being dyslexic.
That is true. A lot of people do tease me for being dyslexic. I try my best. I love how I'm just like, yeah, I'm dyslexic, but you know what job I want? Writer. That would be great. And Void, I think I don't know your name. Yeah, it's Void.
It's Void or Cryptic. Either work. Because I get called both now, and it's very strange.
Haha, you're dyslexic.
The only person I make fun of for being dyslexic is, and it's not really make fun of, it's Dragon, because he had sent me something a while ago, and like he had misspelled spoons.
Dragon is not dyslexic.
He is a little bit. He told me he is. I don't know how accurate that is though.
That's crazy.
And I was like, my guy, how did you misspell spoons? And he's like, I don't know, leave me alone. And then like I just teased him for like a month straight.
A little too vague. This is a joke. Oh,
My favorite thing is when.
Speaking of
Go ahead.
Tumblr. Speaking of Tumblr.
Oh god. Oh
Boyd,
god.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that the prophecy has somewhat come true?
No.
Bye Pie, thank you so much for the attendance. The prophecy of okay, but imagine it. Like that one?
I don't think I know that one. I don't
Oh
go
my
on
God.
Tumblr often though.
No, this is okay
But,
because
like,
I'm gonna look it up for you.
Okay. Like, I'm not an avid Tumblr user.
No. It's fine if you don't know it because it's funny.
Okay. I need to fish again. Fish.
Okay, so the post is
Mm-hmm.
okay, but seriously, imagine it. You're seeing Fall Out Boy in a concert. Everyone is having a great time. Fall Out Boy seems a little excited. We have a surprise for you guys, Patrick says. All of a sudden, Panic at the Disco come out and start singing This Is Gospel. Then Brandon gets to the chorus. Someone else starts singing, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. Lights flash everywhere. And you see Fall Out Boy singing This Is Gospel along with Panic at the Disco while MCR is singing Black Parade. Everyone in the crowd is going wild and crying. Then if things couldn't get any better, Dan and Phil walk onto stage and kiss, holding the gay flag. This was written in 2015, by the way.
Oh my god.
Hi Emery, thank you so much for the attendance. This was written in 2015, right?
Mhm.
And so what happened is there was in Las Vegas, there is a music festival going on right now called When We Were Young, okay? And it had Fall Out Boy and My Chemical Romance playing together at the same festival for the first time in 15 years.
That's crazy.
So they haven't played together since Warped Tour, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. And so people were like, okay. And then, like, you know, at this point now, you know, Dan and Phil have both come out as gay, right?
Yeah.
And obviously in 2015 they had not. So it was still kind of like this weird, like, parasocial, like, fan headcanon that they were gay. Like, they, like, you know what I mean? Like, so they have since come out as gay, which was already, like, a crazy thing when that happened. But, so they're on tour right now, Dan and Phil.
Mm-hmm.
They had, like, a show on the October 18th and a show on October 20th. But they didn't have a show on October 19th because they were driving to get to the different locations. Their drive took them through Las Vegas.
Oh god.
On the day that When We Were Young tour was happening.
Uh-huh.
And so people were like, Dan and Phil have the opportunity to do probably the funniest thing ever. Actually.
Oh yeah, because they probably definitely know about that. Because I know that they were.
Oh yeah, they
avid on Tumblr.
definitely do. They definitely do. And what they did is, basically they made like a TikTok, basically being like in their hotel room, being like, we have something we need to do, and they just like have this like gay flag, and they have a picture of Gerard Way and like Patrick, and then like they like pretend to kiss, basically, and it's just like the funniest thing ever.
I love that.
Oh my god. And then someone on TikTok...
like, the post from 2015, though, when you read it to me, I was like, yeah, this definitely feels like something that would have been written in 2015 on Tumblr.
It's so 2015 Tumblr, it's crazy. I think the funniest part about it is that someone on TikTok was like, if you had told me when this post was written that the most unrealistic part of it was that Panic at the Disco wouldn't actually be there, I would have laughed in your face. Which is probably the best part.
That's so funny.
Man, I don't know what that guy's gonna do for the rest of his life. He can't sing anymore.
Can he not?
No.
Why? I don't follow.
Well, like, there's a lot of reasons why people don't like Panic at the Disco. Like,
well, I know about those reasons, which is...
Yeah, but the thing is that he, so, like, you know how he sings, like, really, really high notes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, apparently, he never really learned how to do those safely. And so he does it, like, completely from his throat, essentially. And so, yeah, he shredded his vocal cords, essentially.
Oh no, because I was in choir and my teacher was like being like, don't ever sing from your throat, like, at all.
Yeah, so so like if you look up videos of his last tour, he can't sing anymore. It's
Oh my
like it's like actually really bad.
Ew. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, so like not the Pray for the Wicked, but like the newest album that came out that no one likes because it's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't even listen to it because I heard one snippet of it on TikTok and was like, yeah, no, never mind, I'm good.
Dude, like I listened to the entirety of the album because I was never like, oh, like I like every single Panic at the Disco song. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this. And I was like, I hate every single one of these songs. These are all
From what I
really,
remember,
really bad.
From what I remember, it doesn't even like match anything else he's ever done. Like don't get me wrong, like obviously things don't like he's grown as an artist over the years,
Yeah.
but like from what I remember, this last album had like was nothing similar to anything. Like it did a complete 180 of what the fans like have known him for or would have like praised him for from what I remember.
Yeah, and well, here's the thing: is like I don't mind when artists do a 180 because my two favorite albums from My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy are the two albums where it wasn't like anything else they had ever written. Like,
Yeah.
So like my favorite Fall Out Boy album is Mania, which is the one everyone hates, and my favorite My Chemical Romance album is Danger Days, which is the one that everyone hates. So it's just like, but like this one is like not only, yeah, you're right, like it doesn't sound like anything else, but it also like everything was so boring. It was super boring. I was just like, these lyrics are really bad. And the instrumentals are worse. And then you see him on tour, and it was like, I was embarrassed for him. Like, the tour is like, you watch, like, no one is singing along, no one is dancing. He sounds bad.
Unfortunate.
And I'm just like, yikes, dude. I wonder if I can find something so I can like show you guys what I mean. Like I'm not just like bashing on this guy because he turned out to be like, you know, not that great of a person. Like it was actually like it was pretty bad. Shoot, what was that album called?
I can look it up.
Oh, Viva La Vengeance, which is a pretty good title for an album. I'm gonna be real. And then
that does sound like a really good album name. You know, there's a band that I used to be in love with, but I haven't heard anything from them in a while.
How do I look up the bad singing?
Are you telling me to look it up?
No. I'm trying to figure out like how do I look this up?
They have a song from this year?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn off the desktop audio for a second. This song is so boring. It's so boring, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this. You're just gonna have to believe me that it's just like, it just sounded not great.
Physically impossible to like imagine. Because there's always some fan that is like doing something or making noise or like
I'm sure there was a bunch of people doing it. It was just like what I was seeing on TikTok, right? And it was just people being like, this is yikes. But like, yeah, hold on, I'm gonna turn off the desktop audio again. They're not gonna be able to hear you. You could if you wanted to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't find it, but yeah, you're gonna have to believe me that it happened because it was crazy.
No, I trust you. It's just
in
like,
any
it's
case,
crazy.
yeah, the latest album kind of sucked. I'm really glad I got to see him during Parade for the Wicked because
Yeah. I just found out that one of the bands that I used to be obsessed with when I was in like high school, that I kind of stopped listening to because they weren't like actively making music at the time, they released an album this year.
Oh.
And I have not listened to them, so like I'm excited to, but I'm worried. Because the music video for one of the songs from the album released 2 months ago.
That's cool. That's fun. There's like a dot of light on my.
Oh.
Here, I can give myself a beard.
I see that. Why would you give yourself a beard?
I can.
That's a goatee, not a beard.
Hold on. You can make it look like I'm crying. I don't know. This is like this random dot. That's so crazy. I don't know. Get away from me. Void, I have to go.
You have to go?
Yeah.
Why?
I have to make dinner.
Ugh. Disappointing.
I know.
You were gonna get live reaction to me listening to this music video, watching this music video, but never mind.
Yeah, I gotta
Can I just read the description of like what this album is based off of?
Yeah, go for it.
So the entire album is based on The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. He studied fables and myths until he broke down a singular plot pattern most stories follow. Each song of the album represents one of those plot points. Every song begins with a call to adventure.
Oh, cool. I did a whole study on the hero's journey.
I'm excited.
Yeah, like I used to be part of like a German folklore.
Oh yeah, you
class.
told me about that.
Yeah, and a lot of it was about the hero's journey.
I'm gonna
That's cool.
Deep dive into this album now.
Have fun.
Because I'm curious. Yeah. Well, have fun making your soup for dinner.
Yeah. I'm excited. Okay. Thank you guys for being here today. There's a dot on my face. I don't know how to get rid of that. Who do we want to raid? Native kids. Let you win everything all of the time. Oh my god, whoa! Guys, when you look at people's lives now, it tells you if they're on a hype train.
Ooh.
Wait, that's kind of cool.
Fun.
That's cool. I like that. All of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Everything and everything all of the time. Who do we want to raid?
Someone.
My friend is on the one I mentioned before. The feature has been on for a bit. Oh, I guess I've just never caught someone with a hype train. Your new friend is
someone.
It's true. I could raid the new person.
Do it.
The one who used to do cosplay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's raid a new person. Hi, Karma. Sorry, you came right at the end.
Unfortunate.
Sorry. Moondream Stream. There we go. I thought I followed them when you told me about them. I guess I didn't?
Crazy.
Yeah, you told me about them and I was like, oh, I'll follow them so that I know when they're live, but I guess I didn't.
So I think it's just...
You probably
Oh.
forgot, like you do a lot of stuff.
What the F?
Hey, I may not tease you about like your dyslexicness, but I will bully you for forgetting things.
But it's not even true. Ninja lies.
Also,
It's not a-
how many times have I mentioned you something and then you forget to respond?
Okay, that's different.
No, it's not.
It's not. Yeah, it's different. She was gonna work on her doll, but she had a mishap with the LEDs. Oh no. It looks like she is sewing a blouse, like a really nice, like 1960s type blouse, out of like a
bra.
no blouse. Or I guess it's not really a blouse. It's like a very 1960s, like off the shoulder shirt thing. Anyways, we're gonna read this person. So you guys have fun with a new person. Rita Blouse.
Be nice.
That's true. So I'll see you guys over there. Tomorrow is an early stream, so I'll be knitting again, and hopefully I finish the sweater. Oh, that's super awkward.
You did shout out instead of rain.
It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, well, I'll see you guys over there. You know, it's super awkward. You get like a notification if someone shouts you out. I'll see you guys over there. Tomorrow, early stream. Gonna try to finish the sweater. I'm pretty close to finishing it, so hopefully. And then on Thursday, slay the princess.
Bye, chat.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye!